Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live. Sarcasm City TV, YouTube, another edition, ManDem United podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United. Big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid. Big up to everyone who was already here. Big up to anyone who's watching this back after the live. Love to everyone supporting Monday. Hope everyone's had a great start to their day. So whether it's afternoon like it is over here, whether it's nighttime, wherever you're at, whether it's morning, etc., etc. As you can see from the title of the video, still no players sold by Manchester United. There's not really any news in regards to Manchester United or anything new. That's the word. That's what I should say. There's nothing new in regards to Manchester United. Third bid for Mbeumo will happen at some point. Still no players sold by Manchester United, so that'll be the main talking point of conversation. But keep all your comments, all your questions Manchester United related. But before we get into the show, please, when you enter the city of sarcasm, hit the like button on the video, people. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all of the socials as well. When you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax. So let me say that again. Run up the likes. Share across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless. That's the new Twitter. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter. Yes, it's flawless on Instagram as well at Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you share across all the socials. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell when you do so as well. Please make sure you do that. Big up to everyone who's locked in the chat already. Big up to Sai. He's been kind enough. Some Ollie Watkins news. You can tell it's a slow news day, man. So Ollie Watkins news to Manchester United as well. And Bremo news. Big up to Yasser as well. You got nephew in the chat who's saying pay up, bruv, in regards to the news about Ollie Watkins. Big up to, they've changed everyone's at, but big up to G. I see you in the chat. Hey, AJ as well. Big up to you, Sham. Good to see you in the chat also. Wouldn't be a Sarcasm City TV stream with Ryan not talking shit in the chat, talking about you haven't sold any players because it's the new PSI year tomorrow. So why is everybody else sold players then? All right, cool. We're just going to keep it stepping. But big up King in the cut, Eddie in the cut. What you man saying, man? You man good?
Big up Flawless, big up Eddie as well, big up the chat. And yeah, man, we're gonna get into, you know what I mean, just selling players and obviously get onto Ineos and that, because yeah, like, you know what I'm saying. Right, we're gonna get into it.
We are. What you saying, Eddie? You good, family?
I'm good, man. Another summer day out here in California, so we're blessed.
Love that.
Yeah, the theme is make it enough. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about no sales, no, make it enough. Bring me my players, dog. Bring me my players. Make it enough. So we gonna speak on it. Well, yeah, I always appreciate you having me on.
Because we ain't spoken a minute, Eddie. So yeah, your thoughts. I don't know your thoughts on the Mbeumo thing, like overall, because you not spoke in depth. In a strong minute. Obviously, I know you've been busy handling business. So, yeah, man. But you're saying that with Mbeumo, make it enough. So, yeah, thoughts on that and the talent of players as well.
Yeah, Mbeumo, I appreciate him as a footballer.
I know, motherfucker.
So, I'm excited for him to pull up. I think he fits a criteria that we've all had for our wingers that we've all wanted, which is just somebody who's powerful, pacey, and is a complete finisher. You know, the problem was, like, when we signed to Sancho, we signed him with no plan.
Yes.
And certain players, they're so talented that they don't know how to apply what's actually necessary to get the job done, because there's so much for them to do at their disposal. And then there are some players who, in all honesty, like, the game doesn't have to be that complex, because they can run you down. They can push you around. And once the ball touches their feet with the opportunity to score, most times they're taking advantage of it. And while it's always good to have those technical players, you just need a lunch pail dude too. Somebody who's gonna get the job done.
You need a what? Say that again, fam.
You need a lunch pail player, dog. Like, they don't do any of the cool shit. They just get the job done, man. Go home, feed the kids, all that. That's what they about. And so I love the balance because on the opposite side, you have Acuna, right? Who can give you all the tricks, all the flair, all the wild shots. You never really know what's going on upstairs. Like, what is he thinking? And then he pulls out some crazy shit and ends up in the back of the net and everybody's satisfied. So I like the dynamic those two share. But I don't want to sound like Embuemo's not technically sufficient because he is, right?
Yes.
Like you can, which is why I'm a bit hesitant with this coach. But we have a lot of good stuff at our disposal. And then just to finish up, when it comes to the selling of players, this is their biggest test. Because I think what these two signings about to have has shown us is a whole bunch of people are actually willing to still play for United.
Oh yeah, facts.
Right. No matter where we find ourselves, the brand is the brand. And so I'm sure Cunha, when you saw those welcome to Manchester United, that social media shot up. I'm sure when he walked into sponsorship meetings, right? And he told them, like, look, I got this United badge now. What's up? Talk to me.
Yeah. Couple more zeros on those
that bag
contracts.
talk look a little bit better with United on the resume. So we can always get players. Selling them and undoing the damage that these contracts have done is going to be the hardest test. Whether it's Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, who else? I think Anthony's probably the easiest. If I had to say one, Anthony's probably the easiest because Anthony, he'll go. I don't think the money is that an all-time priority for him just because of how much that Real Betis opportunity turned in for him, right? I could see if he goes there, plays 2 to 3 years, and has the type of effect that he had, he'll be at another big club. Another big club will take a chance on him. And they'll just look at the United situation like, that's United. That's not us. So sell these players. I think that I'm pretty sure we all know that it's their wages that's holding up any type of motion. With that, I don't know if they do it over there, but over here we have these things called buyouts, where if you're not a fan of if the front office isn't a fan of the player, right, and they just want to be financially done with the player, both his agent and the team will discuss a buyout. They'll come to an agreement as what's the number we can just pay you outright to get you off the books. And so what ends up happening is, okay, let's say the guy makes 10 million in a year or 10 million for the next 2 years. They'll say, okay, you know what? Let us buy you out of that. How much are we talking about? So if the total cost of the next 2 years is 20 million, we'll pay you 15. And then you can become a free agent and then somebody can sell you for more money. So you could end up making more money in the next 2 years from this buyout than you would if you just stayed with us and we don't play you.
Thanks.
So
let me get your thoughts on this, Eddie, because this is just broke as well. Aston Villa confirmed they're not activating the 40 million buy option for Marcus Rashford. Rashford returns to Manchester United, and 40 million price remains available for any club interested this summer. Obviously, we do that. The Villa weren't, but now that's official. Thoughts on that?
Not shocked. He's a scrub. He's a scrub masquerading as a world-class talent. The only thing he's world-class in is being a brand. And even that I'm confused by, right? But for what you have to pay, like that 40 million price tag, you can probably add like another 20 million to that just because of his wages. Like he's our highest paid player on the squad. You don't sell that, especially with the lack of production. You don't purchase that for what? And then he's made it completely known that Barcelona's his first option. So it's not like teams are going to come in with their best offer because they don't think he's going to even want to be there. Or mind you, even put in an effort to sign him because, again, he's been twerking for Barcelona. And the craziest part was, like, I don't know what it is about these guys. Can they not read the room?
No.
What makes you think Lamine Yamal wants you there when he has blatantly said, my dog Nico Williams needs to be over here? Fuck, Rafinha almost had a Ballon d'Or season and they're moving him to striker. What makes you think you special? It's just a lack of self-awareness. And he needs to go. And so if he doesn't go in an orderly fashion, please put him with the reserves. Same thing with Garnacho. Please put them with the reserves. We don't have time to be dealing with these two. So that's where I'm at with the whole transfer situation. I think, Ineos has been consistent with the types of talents they've brought in. They're all pretty good, but again, they're going to be judged off of who they can sell and how they can get us out of that financial mess that those players have put us in.
No first. Yes, Dan, you say, man, you good?
What's happening, man? I'm sweating my tits off right now, mate. It's bloody baking
down there
bloody
well.
East London. Mate,
Daddy
I'm melting like a popsicle. Like a popsicle, Eddie. Eddie, you suffer from allergies and shit, man. You always sound like you're ill. Like every time I hear you, man, like you're stuffed up. You're like, oh man,
nah, because
it's
morning time. It's morning time.
Oh shit, it's one of those. You just woke up and that sleep in your eyes and shit still. I hear it, bro. I hear it. Yeah, man. No, listen, man. What Eddie said, man, I agree, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's funny?
Go on.
All this stuff exposes how, well, it shows the true colours, man. Like the way Man United fans overhyped these players, right? Gassing them up as if there was something more than what they were. And now look, no teams even want these guys, bro. Like it just shows, man. I don't know if that's more so because of the wage demands, but if they were so good, these players like Rashford, then teams, it would be sold by now. You know what I'm saying? But everyone is rejecting them. Like, so that says a lot.
Price tag's the problem. That's the main wages to an extent. I do agree with you, but price tag more so is the problem with these.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're as good as what people say, like Garnacho is a young boy, yeah, and he's apparently meant to have all this potential and shit. So why ain't no one taking a punt on him? Like, why is no one like risking quite a bit of peas for this guy if he's what they're making out to be? But clearly he's not. Like other teams, they do their research, bro. Like, so it seems only like Man United are the only team that really don't do much due diligence on things. And yeah, man, it's just tiring, isn't it? Like it's just draining, isn't it? When you're not getting players leaving, and then you're also taking ages on deals coming in. Like in Boomer, I'm just tired of that. I've been tired of that already. Like, it's just like, bro, like I don't even want to hear about that shit anymore. I don't want to see his name anymore. Until I see him holding up the shirt and he's taking photography, they're taking the photos and signing the contract. And I don't even want to hear about this shit anymore. It's like every little minuscule movement they're talking about. Like, what's the point, bro? Like Fabrizio, just trying shit, they're just pissing me off. I'm sick of seeing these names, man. But yeah, man, like I don't know, man. It's Man United's down. It's Man United's own fault they're in this position, so we can't be surprised. We kept holding these players for way too long. I wanna hear about Shaw leaving, bro. Like, just give me one report, like, of Shaw leaving.
I tell you now, that's not happening, man. That's not.
Oh
happening.
man,
Yeah, that ain't happening, no.
we can only dream, man. I just want to hear one report, it's crazy. I heard one report of Mount leaving. I was shocked, like, wow.
Yeah.
I know that's not happening, but at least someone put it out there in the ethos. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it in the atmosphere. Like, I have not heard not one report about Luke Shaw. How long has he been in that? Crazy, man. Another Phil Jones 2.0, man. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. It's taking too long, but then I'm not surprised because, you know, they got themselves in this position, didn't it? You would think that with the new owners coming in, they'll be more ruthless than that. Maybe they're trying to be ruthless, and behind the scenes, it's just proving to be hard. But at the end of the day, like what Eddie said, man, just pay these guys out, bro. And like you said before, Flawless, it's not as if these are their mistakes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've come in, so do what you need to do, man, and just act and show that you're serious. But up until now, they haven't really shown that they're that serious, man, to be honest. So,
no, you right.
Yeah.
What you saying, King, man? Thoughts on obviously the Rashford news, which we knew was going to happen, but about Villa not triggering the actual release clause to sign him. But yeah, no players sold in Bremo. Flows yours, man. No players sold so far.
Yeah, obviously, I understand the first bid for Mbemo. I understand the first bid because you're trying to like test the waters. You're trying to like test the waters to see if it's cheaper. So I get the first bid, but the second bid should have been accepted. The second bid, they should have bidded 60 mil, because what it is that Brentford, they don't really want the add-ons. They want it like most of it like up front. They want it all like up front, because obviously United offered it. The first bid was 45 mil plus 10 in bonuses. 10 in like 10 in bonuses, and then the second bid was 55 mil and then 7 in bonuses. Like, Brentford don't want hardly any bonuses. Like, United on the second bid, that we should have just bidded 60 mil up front. That should have been the second bid. So like, but obviously, like Danny said about the Mbemo, like I'm obviously at the start I was excited of getting Mbeumo, and I still want Mbeumo.
They just drained all of the excitement out of it, boy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, I still want Mbeumo, but if we get Mbeumo, it's like the Sancho situation.
Cool.
Is that the Sancho situation where we were chasing Sancho for a lot longer, but it's like when we signed Jadon Sancho, it wasn't really exciting no more because it would like dragging out. Like on the Mbeumo thing, like it just took all the excitement. Like, it takes all the excitement out.
Man United love to zap the excitement out. And also, I was thinking just now, it's like, why do we need to know every stage of the negotiation process and that? Like, I don't know if it's, do you reckon it's Man United putting this information out to certain people, like Romano and all these guys? Why would they do that?
I just think those
how do they have all this info?
Nah, you know what it is? I think those things are hard so in regards to outside of actual bids, the rest of it is hard to keep under wraps. I think it's Manchester United.
It's just engagement farming.
Yeah. And there's also that too.
It's annoying, bro.
It's not anything substantial. Yeah. It's keywords that people know will drive up interest. Like,
no, they're trolls, man. They're actually trolls, because when I look at the Twitter, when I see Twitter and they're posting about other shit that no one gives a shit about, I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? Trying to say like, oh, it's Luke Shaw's anniversary of being at the club and all. Like, who gives a fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like all that shit just pisses me off. You know what the fans want, bro? Just give me Mbeumo. Deal done. Like today, bro.
Yeah, they were done. Like, obviously that's on the Mbeumo thing. On the Rashford thing, I'm not surprised because like Rashford, we all know that brother has never had no self-awareness. You get it? We you know what I mean? We all know that he's never had self-awareness, because obviously I've seen him in interviews and stuff in the past when he's been getting criticism, and obviously he hasn't like been getting like he hasn't liked it getting criticized because he hasn't played well. But most of the
Bro,
criticism,
from the moment he debuted, yeah, they gassed up this guy's head. They gave him a
yeah,
big head push
yeah,
from the
like
start, bro.
he was supposed to be the next Wayne Rooney. That's why they gave him the number 10 shirt. And like we should have never ever gave him that. But like on Rashford's never been good enough. Like I don't care whether if we sell Rashford or we loan him again. I just don't want to see this guy play for Manchester United. That's it. You know what I mean? The bridge has sailed a long time ago, and he's never had no self-awareness. And on Ineos, and on Ineos as well, because obviously I, obviously I know Flawless last week was having obviously a bit of a debate, obviously about, because obviously people were saying about, oh, Ineos have done this well, Ineos have done that well, but like I said on last week's show, like, you know what I mean, like 10%. Yes, Ineos have done better than the Glazers, but it's a small percentage. It's like a 10 percentage. Like like the Glazers, like the Ineos should not be 10% better than the Glazers. They should be 60-70% better than the Glazers. You know what I mean? Because because there's levels to this. Obviously, Ratcliffe has employed Jason Wilcox. Jason Wilcox now is our sporting director, and he's been scouting in Bournemouth and Cunha. So far, that looks like it's been a success so far. But on the other ones, obviously Ratcliffe employed Dan Ashworth, and we all know that was a wrong decision of employing Dan Ashworth, because Dan Ashworth, you know what I'm saying? Dan Ashworth, you know what I mean, had obviously, we all know that Sancho wasn't successful at his time at Manchester United, but but he had Garnacho and and Rasmus Højlund and all of these other players in front of Sancho. That was crazy, because he said Sancho was the fifth best attacker at United. No, like he was not the fifth best attacker. Like that's what I'm saying. Like despite how Sancho wasn't successful at United, Sancho did more than Garnacho. So like, you get what I'm saying. So like that isn't a thing. And obviously Dan Ashworth was the person that decided to keep Ten Hag. You know what I mean? He was he was the person that decided to keep Ten Hag and give Bruno Fernandes 300k. You know what I'm saying? So like, and obviously,
I forgot about the new deal for
yes, yes as well. And obviously he's employed. Obviously, if we think about the people that they've employed in the past and in the present, they've employed Wilcox, like I said. They've employed Sadie Brailsford. Now Sadie Brailsford is leaving. Has left Manchester United. So yeah. Like
how long ago did he leave? Was that a while?
I think it was like a couple weeks ago or something. Okay. Like
cool.
like a couple weeks ago. But he was one of the people again. He was one of the people again that wanted to keep Ten Hag. He was basically on Dan Ashworth's side. And like Omar Barada and Wilcox apparently wanted to sack Ten Hag, and Ratcliffe wanted to sack Ten Hag, but Ashworth and Brailsford, they wanted to keep Ten Hag. Obviously, the Omar Barada, when he first got appointed, he looked like a good appointment on paper. On paper, it looked like a very good appointment on paper. But like we've seen with Omar Barada is that he's appointed Ruben Amorim, and that has failed miserably. And the fact is that they haven't sacked Amorim after the season that that United just had. You get it. So like for me, yeah, yes. So like Ineos have done well with. They've done well with recruiting most of the players. They've done well to reduce the wages. Obviously, Ratcliffe has put some money into the club as well. Like these are decent things, but we still need more. We still need more, but like we still need more. But people have to understand is they've also made mistakes as well. Like I said, giving Bruno Fernandes 300k, appointing Dan Ashworth, you know what I mean, appointing Ruben Amorim and not sacking Amorim, and not sacking Ten Hag, not letting not putting the power in Bruno Fernandes' hands. You know what I'm saying? Like putting the power in Bruno Fernandes's hands. You know what I'm saying? Because we would have got because if we would have sold him to Saudi, we would have got all of his wages and his transfer fee off. You get it? We also sold Jadon Sancho and didn't bring in a replacement. How are you going to, how are you going to get rid of an attacker when we are already light in that area and make it weaker and not bring anyone in? Flawless will remember the last summer. We got rid of Sancho on loan and didn't bring anyone in. We also, in that window, didn't bring in another midfielder, because we said on countless times, me and Flawless said on countless times, Ugarte isn't just enough. It has to be Ugarte and someone else in the midfield. So yes, Ineos have done. I would say Ineos have done 10% better than the Glazers, because the Glazers didn't do anything. But the point is that they should be not 10% better than the Glazers. They should be 60 to 70% better than the Glazers. That's the difference.
Trust me, like what you're saying in regards to spot on, because whether you think they've been an improvement or not, you mentioned it there about the level of improvement. Just because you've been better doesn't mean if you've been, let's say hypothetically it's 10%. I ain't gonna argue no one now. You could say it's 15%. Yeah, 20%. It's not hard to be 10, 15 or 20% better than someone who's been absolutely awful. It's not like it was at a high level and you go, hey, you know what? They actually improved on being at a very high level. And that's just simply what it is. I've spoken depth about them, and now people are finally waking up. Oh yeah, big up to Total Eclipse as well. He says, my new account, bro, mud me up, G. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, I'll mud you in a second, my guy. I got you.
I just thought I would mention that as well, because I just thought I would mention that as well. Like also as well, asking 70 mil for Garnacho is disgraceful. I don't care how the market is. Yeah, I don't care how the market is. Yeah, like this is the thing. Oh, Chelsea got 50 something mil for Gittins, but Chelsea are in a way better position than Manchester United. Chelsea are in a better position than Manchester United. So like when people saying Gittins is going for like 50 mil and that, Gittins might be not amazing. He might be a little bit better. He might be only a little bit better than Garnacho. But like Chelsea are in a better position than Manchester United. Manchester United can't afford to be asking 70 mil for Garnacho, because we are the B side. You know what I mean? We ain't the A's. We ain't the A side, bro. You get it? 40 million for Garnacho is good money, fam. It's sensational money, in fact, for the worst left winger in the league. So like, you get it. So obviously, like I said, Ineos have done some good things, but most of the things they haven't done right. And
you see with Ineos, yeah, you said something earlier about the and. Yeah, up until now, Man United, it's always been the and. Like, you said Ugarte and we need Ugarte and something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting still for Ineos to show us like something, like give us everything we need, because they've come in, right? And they've given this big talk, we want to do this and that with Man United. So do it then. You have the capabilities, bro. Like, why haven't you done it? Up until now, we've always been a bit short. Every transfer window, we've never addressed everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like every position in one go. And we just had the worst end to the season, the worst season ever. We've got new owners. It's the perfect time to actually do the mass exodus. Yeah. Take out everything we don't need and bring in everything we do need. People acting like it's not possible. They're talking about, oh, we can't do everything in one window. Like we can't, but we can, bro. Especially with new owners. So that don't make sense to me, bro. When people talk about we can't do this and that, it's not even about it can't. We have to. Do you understand? We have to. We've had the worst start. I want to see more urgent. The worst end. I want to see more urgency, and we haven't up until now. So until we see this urgency, and Man United do get it, they need to be getting another keeper. They need to be addressing getting another midfielder or two. They need to be getting a striker or two. Like we're just, we're getting our hopes up to hope that we just get like one or two like sort of like a striker. But really, in an ideal world, Flawless, yeah, like we need like double, like we need like two strikers, really. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I disagree with you, Dan, on is where you said they're capable. They're not.
No, but I think they can. No, well, they haven't proved. They haven't proved much yet.
They are not capable of doing what is required here.
But why not?
Not capable. Because they're the same way. You see the same way we say these players are not good enough for this reason, this reason, this reason. The board is the same. They're not good
enough.
Why? What do you mean why? Because what do they do well? What do they do well then?
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is,
why can't Højlund score goals? Because he's not good football.
I agree, but it's not as if like this is different to players. This is a new ownership coming in.
Yeah, but it's a new ownership.
And they have. I agree, but they can easily change it if they do what is required. Like I don't have they not got the money, or I don't get it.
No, they're incapable of doing what's required because they're incompetent. They're bad at their job.
Oh well, they must be. They must be. But I don't know. It's weird, man.
Go on, Eddie. Go on. I know what Eddie's saying.
I hear you, bro. Like this, it's not going how we want it to, but we can't say they don't know what they're doing.
No, I just think they're incapable. No. Not that they don't know what they're doing. I just think they're incapable of doing what we want them to do.
No, I think they're capable, but they don't necessarily know what they're doing. I think it's the other way around.
You think it's that? See, I think they.
But how can they not be capable, Flawless? They're new owners. They got a lot of money. They're going to rejuvenate the stadium and stuff. So how can they not be spending money on players and getting the players out? Bro?
You know what it is, Dan? I think their decision making. To answer your question in full, their decision making is terrible.
But that's the easy thing to like. If you got the right team and the right, like, how are you not? I guess they are. I don't know, man.
You know how many players would be much better if their decision making was better. That's what sets a lot of players apart. It don't matter if it's the goalkeeper or it's a striker anywhere on the field from a player perspective. If your decision making is top notch, that can set you apart. How many players do we sit here and talk about, not just United players in general, where we say his decision making is terrible? He has attributes, but his decision making is terrible. Ineos's decision making, I think, is awful. Because that's been my biggest criticism of them, is decisions.
Now,
go on.
Do you think that's primarily because of what happened with Ten Hag? You come to that realization?
Ten Hag being the main one, yes. But even after that, the Amorim one, the Bruno one, the Ashworth one, all of these things.
Yeah, not getting selling Sancho and not bringing in not bringing a replacement.
The Sancho situation. Not now. I'm talking about last season. Like not as soon as he landed, not selling him straight away, and then we had to take that bad deal from Chelsea because it was the last deal, and then we didn't even though it was a bad deal, it's like we didn't even say okay, it's an obligation. If it's a penalty fee, it's 15 mil, 5 million. When I say decision making, I think their decision making is dreadful. I think there's a difference between bad decisions and monumental fuck ups. And I think they have monumental fuck ups on a too regular of a basis. Even the whole Ten Hag assessment period initially, even that, and then scratch that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Then see what I'm saying? Then agreeing to get rid of him. Then who they even then approached to get after him. And the fact they only had 2 people on the list in De Zerbi and Tuchel.
One thing I would say though is that when you make decisions, like it's not always going to work out in it. But as long as you've made a decision and you're trying to go in the right direction, then there's certain things you can't fault because it's like you don't know until it happens. Like how shit is going to work out sometimes. So with the Amorim thing, like a lot of us wanted him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's extremely tough. Don't get misunderstood, myself included. I'm included in that. But this is why you are paid to so well is to deal with these difficult situations and map out where we go. Things are gonna go wrong.
Yeah, definitely how you deal with it.
It's gonna work out. Same with managers as well. But the Amorim one was amplified because you messed up with the last guy. If they would have brought in Amorim in the summer and he had the season he had, I'd give them much more leeway with the Amorim thing. So I go, hey, you lot actually gave him the best possible platform to succeed from. Because people want to use that as an excuse for Amorim, which is a joke, by the way. When they say, oh, well, he was forced into the job in the mid-season, forget about it. Forget about all that. No one put a gun to his head. He chose to join. So don't give me that, because if it had gone well, we wouldn't be talking about that. But because it's gone badly, that's now an excuse. It's like, no, we're not doing that. So when I say that about them, my biggest problem with them is decision making. Across the board, from buying players, selling players, managers, the managerial thing, even upstairs, the Dan Ashworth, how you get that so wrong? You chased man down for months. Man went on gardening leave, man was beefing all of these stuff. And then it turns around that he wanted a different manager to you in regards to targets, according to reports. So what did you sit down at the table with him initially? How me and you down on the same board and we have, and I'm going to hire you for the company, and we have 2 total different ideas in the direction of the company.
It's just a mess, bro.
I'm hiring you to help me work on my restaurant. I want to sell Italian food, and you're like, nah, let's sell Portuguese food. Turns off. How?
Yeah, I think, again, they've made some mistakes. But because of the talent ID and because of who they have in charge now, I still think we're in a good space when it comes to the direction of who's running the show. I just think that, again, when you're dealing with the sins of the past, there's going to be a time period where you have to pay for those crimes.
I agree.
And so what I've seen from them, especially with the appointment of Wilcox, is that they came in with a plan. Factors that were seen one way were actually another way once they put themselves in the position. And then they adjusted. So I think when it comes to a talent thing, I think the thing that's honestly holding them back is the financial aspect and how they manage that. But I do believe that if they had if it was like, honestly, it is what it's it's watering the bridge, but like if they had the financial backing of like a Qatar or something like that, I don't think we'd be seeing these issues. But I think because they're so financially strapped because they just bought into the club, and United was already financially strapped because of what the ownership had been doing prior to them, there's so much they have to get to and deal with and fix that in the midst of it, some mistakes will be made. But I still believe that for the now, their vision of how football is supposed to look at this club, I think, is coming into fruition with the types of players we're getting.
The transfer thing, the incomings, I have no. That's one thing they do well.
Yeah.
I've said that.
Yeah, the transfer thing.
That is the one thing they're acquiring of talent. I like the last summer window we had. I like January. This window so far so good. Obviously, we need more. But I'm talking about the players. We want a player. This
like they've done some things well, but they've also made mistakes along the way, as we know. But it's like. It's like, bro. It's like, for example, you know what I mean, getting a new yard or something, bro. And like it's like you buying a sofa, and obviously you buying a TV, but like you
No bed.
haven't, but like you haven't been able to pay for the rent on a consistent basis. You haven't got like any food in the house. You know what I mean? You haven't.
Saying I got
You know what I
60
mean?
TV, but I got no milk in the fridge. That's what you're
You
telling me.
got no milk in the fridge, and that got no flooring
No
and that,
computer chair, bro.
no, you know what I mean, no
No
carpet,
bunk bed, cuz.
Hey man, you
no,
gotta have milk, man.
you know what I'm saying, no
Essential.
flooring,
No
no
tea bag,
flooring,
no
no
TG
carpet, bro.
ticket.
You get it?
Facts
Like,
that I hear
you
you,
know,
man. Essentials, man. Gotta have that.
like,
You gotta have the milk.
yeah, you gotta have that, man. It's, you know what I mean,
Daily
like,
bread.
yeah, that's what it is. But it's like, yeah, like with the wages and with the recruitment, they've done well. But like the managerial options, like Amarim and Ten Hag, that is
And to Eddie's
absolutely.
point where he says about the sins of the past, and here's where I have an issue with the sins of the past, which is true. You lot chose to keep
Yes.
some of these lot. That's what makes it worse. That's what makes it
Say
worse.
again?
Yeah, I
That
think again with
they are
the
choosing to keep the people who have been involved with the sins of the past.
Not me.
with the Ten Hag thing,
Hmm.
yeah. But again, because it's contractual, right? There's only so much. There's only so much that you can do
Rip up the contract, blood.
with having to respect the contracts, and that's why I've said,
Rip it up.
you know, the money is a big factor because the money has to be taken away from somewhere, right? If we're gonna do the buyout thing, meaning, let's say 60 M's you had set aside for the Embuemo and maybe some other people wage wise. If you have to pay out other people, that's
No,
going
it's
to
not
take
Shem.
away. That's going to take away from the money you're using for that, and so you have to recalibrate. And so that's what makes it such an issue for us. And also the fact that, let's be clear, the likes of a Jadon Sancho, the likes of a Rashford, we've treated like shit. They're not going to give us any favors.
Absolutely.
They're going to make it. They're not going to help us make this transition. I think Anthony is the only one because he sees the potential. But the other two, when you think about it, what's their potential outside this club?
Yeah, Sancho's been linked, but with the Sancho side of things, it's more the wages. That's where the issue lies.
Yeah, but it's like you know, what is with Sancho, and I love the player, but we have to be honest about
Napoli,
this conversation.
it was Juventus. Yeah, it was those two. It was Napoli, Juventus. They were the main two.
And I think it was Fenerbahce as well. Fenerbahce was in for him as well. So
I don't know why Eddie loves this guy so much, but I just don't know.
But like the thing is as well, I hear you, Eddie, like as well, but like putting putting a 70 mil price tag on Garnacho as well. It's like, bro, why can't you selling for 40, for 30, bro?
How do we know though they put a 70 million price tag?
That's
on
the
it?
report.
How do we know
That's
that?
the report.
Yeah, bro, like you know what I'm saying, like, bro, just sell the guy.
How true it is, we don't know, but we're talking hypothetically. But that's to me, there is a stumbling block there, Dan, because the player wants to leave. We want to sell the player. He's not on big money. So the only stumbling block can be either one or two things. One, where he wants to go, or two, the fee itself. Because he's not been offered no personal terms by anybody, and there's been no fee, there's been no offer made from a football club, but there has been talks and conversation. We know that. Teams have discussed, so like that's where it stems from, because it's not our MO to get rid of these. No. Like Eddie mentioned, the money side of things, I keep stating this, we just got 5 million for Chelsea from Sancho. You can use that to pay off Sancho's wages, and you're not out of pocket.
Yeah, and then Luke Shaw's too. And then Luke Shaw's,
you can do that. You can add in Rashford to that. Whatever their new clubs are, whatever their new clubs are offering, and whatever the wage difference is, you can use that 5, whether it's all of the 5 million or part of the 5 million, to pay these men off and get transfers fees for the two of them. World Cup year, these lot are not going to want to sit out.
No.
Players want, teams are interested in these players. We are getting in the way of ourselves with this one. And I'm again, this is just me speculating. I think it's a transfer fee thing. I think it's a transfer fee thing, and I think it ties back into what I've been saying, incompetence decision making. Because the fact that I can say, hey, we just got $5 million from Chelsea. Why not use that to help pay him off?
Yeah, and they've admitted this, Flawless, and they've admitted this because, like, obviously, Ratcliffe said in the interview the reason why they didn't sack Ten Hag is because they didn't have Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox in place long enough to make a decision. But like, but you've had them in place this season, and you didn't sack Amorim. So you know what I'm saying? You had them in place this season, and you didn't sack Amorim.
That's why. It's all bloody excuses. Because even when Barada and Wilcox got here, them man did, like, people forget, they agreed to get rid of him. I keep stating this. And then because their attempt at replacing him was so bad, they then signed players for him and then went and got 2 managers alongside him. That's how bad he was. Let me clarify that. That's how bad they thought of him. That they went and hired 2 managers to sit alongside him. That's never happened before. I've never seen that. I've been watching football a long time where a manager has 2 managers alongside him. Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rene Hack were both managing in Holland. Not assistant managers. Their man were managing football clubs in the Eredivisie. And they went and hired both of them to sit alongside this guy. If you want to say it's all right.
Yeah, but you would think, bro, that, like, obviously you would think that they would learn from it, like, not getting rid of Amorim, was a big mistake.
But like that's where it stands. So you lot continue to run up the likes though. Hit the subscribe button as well. What's this Ollie Watkins? Let me get to this Ollie Watkins news. Where's this Ollie Watkins news? Let me scroll up. Let me see this, people. What's going on here? Because this is broke as well. Big up to Sai as well for dropping this in the chat. So Ollie Watkins is on Manchester United's list of potential centre forward recruits in the event that Rasmus Højlund leaves the club. There has been contact between Old Trafford executives and see the rest of this and their Aston Villa counterparts via intermediaries to explore the prospect of a deal. That's from Laurie Whitwell. Dan, we'll go to you. Thoughts on that, Ollie Watkins? I laughed, you know.
It's not time to sing and dance about, is it? Yeah, linked to Ollie Watkins, bro. Like, it's jokes, blood. Like, how are we gonna be linked to all these names and then Ollie Watkins? Like, I'm not saying he's a dead player, bro. But come on, man. Like, where's the ambition, bro? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the ambition, blood? Like, we've been needing a quality striker for time. So how are you gonna settle on a striker?
We don't think Watkins is a quality striker.
Bro, he's a decent striker, bro. But when we're talking about, when we're talking about what we need and what we want and where we're trying to go, like you don't really, you're not infused about Ollie Watkins, bro. You know what I'm saying? So bro, I don't. Go on, what are you gonna say?
Ollie Watkins, you know, man, like I show speed. I'm like, no, bro, like I don't want I show speed at my club, bro. Like,
what's Ollie Watkins disrespect, man? Watkins back to go.
No, it's not even a disrespect.
No, it's not.
He's a good player, bro. But
he's a good player, but where where we trying to go, like, bro, like there's better options on the market than Watkins, like, bro, like John Duran is about to go to Fenerbahce, like we should have been in for John Duran.
There's 16 last season, 19 the season before, 15 before that, 11 before that, 14 before that.
Yeah, but
what's that?
I know his numbers.
What's that? What's that again? That's his goals you're talking about.
Yeah. Goals. So last season he got 16 and 38 appearances in the league. Season before 19 and 37. Season before that 15 and 37. Season before that 11 and 35, and the season before that 14 and 37.
It depends on the price as well. Like, what will Villa be asking on the price as well?
What is the price saying? Well, let me go to someone who I know.
So they're going to be cheap.
It's someone who's that now because they could have PSI issues depending on if they manage to sell or move some things around.
I'll take it. You know what I'm saying, but it's not. You know what I'm saying. It's not ideal.
Yeah, because he's better than Højlund, but it's
what you saying, man? Ollie Watkins, thoughts?
That's what I'm saying,
Swear
man.
down, big fan, yeah.
This is what I'm saying, man. These
Yeah. Bigger than
dusty
Sanchez.
footballers, these dusty
Oh shit.
footballers
He loves
trying to
him,
get
doesn't he?
involved with the big dogs, man. It ain't gonna
The
happen, man.
big dogs.
Ollie Watkins
Ali.
is
I like the way you said Ali.
Ollie Watkins.
Ali what?
American. Put that American on it. Put that American on it.
Ali.
Ollie Watkins
Oli.
is the embodiment of that picture that Drake just released on the internet with them fake ass
Oh
abs.
shit. Where you get your abs from?
Where'd you get the abs from?
That's a fast one.
You think he looks the part. He looks the part. But then you zoom in. Then you zoom in and you see some shit is out of place. It's the math ain't mathing. The body composition don't match what you have in the abs. Like it's just not a fit. It does not work. This is the thing about Ollie Watkins and people. I know it's just his fucking his agent putting this shit out there.
Okay, so you don't
believe
Everyone
it?
listening to Man United, man.
He doesn't even fit the profile of what we're looking for as a striker.
How old is he?
Watkins
I don't know.
is
Maybe like 27,
28.
I'll tell you that. Watkins is
29, I think. I think he's like 29.
Oh
29.
shit, yeah. Nah, leave it.
29, he still plays like that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Running behind, he'll get goals for us, Eddie, man. You're not with it.
Go get goals in Burnley, fam.
Gonna do something, do it properly. You know what I'm saying? Gonna do something, do it properly. We just got Highland the other day and he stunk out the place, bro. There's no more risk taking, like there's no more little trying to just get a prolific guy, bro.
Not at all, bro.
Just get Mateta, bro. Just get Mateta, bro. Like, you know, forget Watkins, bro. Like,
Or get Osman blood or something, blood. Like, I'm tired.
Yeah, like he's decent, Watkins, but it's not like he's not the guy for Man United going forward. He's not
even decent. You're too kind, King. He's not even decent, bro. This guy is a taller, stockier Garnacho.
Damn.
Every time he scores, he surprises himself. He's like, "Oh shit, did I just do that?" There's a reason Aston Villa sat this man down, and at the same time invested money into Marcus Rashford. They literally told you, "Shit, it's Rashford, but at least he's not Watkins." They told you that with their actions. Well, people show you who they are, believe them. They have not so subtly told you that Marcus Rashford is a better attacking option than Ollie Watkins. Full stop. Full stop. Nothing else to be explained.
We ain't got time for inconsistent. Watkins is just a bit too inconsistent as well. We ain't got time for players to be like. We ain't got time for players to be inconsistent.
If the price is cheap, are you man with it? Or are you still against it? Let's say I'm still highly unlikely.
Bro, if it's the last second of the transfer window and we ain't done shit, and we need a striker and you're getting cheap, then yeah.
Right, all that would tell me is they're going all in on Xerxes being the starting striker.
Bro, if it's last chance saloon, bro,
that's
and you're on the last day of the transfer window, you need a striker, and you can get him for like 10 million, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Like literally 10 million. If they brought him in, it's legit. You know what? We just need a body, and he's not Hoyland, so we're good with it. We'll deal with it. Cause don't get it mistaken, people. He's better than Hoyland. That's for damn sure. Like it's not hard. But his level.
Flawless looks flabbergasted, blood.
Damn.
What up, son?
Nah, bro, he's just
top, man.
I was letting you lot land before I give my thoughts on.
I just think there's better options on the market, bro. That's what I think.
Best striker, bro, ever.
Yeah, 100%, man.
What's that?
Sorry. Well, go on, Eddie.
Mateta's the guy who I think fits what we need the most. Yes. But I also understand why they're in for a Gyökeres they're in for a Ekitike. Well, Ekitike is the one that's
that's a bit weird though.
But the Ekitike is a bit more strange than the Gyökeres and Osimhen, because I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. We just needed goals. I think a large part of the reason we ended up in 15th was simply because we could not put away our chances.
Yeah, we
couldn't. And yes, the manager's tactics played a part, and the players. But I think the biggest reason was just our inability to take control when we had the opportunity to.
Let's be real. There's only two guys, bro. Gyökeres and Osimhen, bro, in this market that's available that would potentially be prolific in goal scoring. So over
you don't think Watkins will get goals here?
Oh yeah, he'll get goals, bro. But like, he's not what like we need, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it's the Revel thing with Revel who we employed. The Revel wants Ekitike apparently. He's pushing for Ekitike Revel. Apparently he's pushing for that transfer.
I don't think they're in for that guy really.
But even Ekitike is like, he's a good player in that, yeah. But 63 mil, that's way too much for a guy. Like 63 mil, that's way too much for a guy who's had like one decent season. Like
ain't he similar to like Xerxes, like the way he plays. Like.
He's like he's similar to like Xerxes. He's similar to like Isak, but he's not as good as Isak. But they're like similar profile. But you know what I'm saying. But like Watkins for me, I just think he's too inconsistent. Because I think if Watkins was that good, then like, because obviously I see him get dropped a lot of times for John Duran as well. If he was that good, he would stay. You know what I mean? He would stay in that ability. But like I think Duran was personally the guy that we should have got. But he's going to Fenerbahce now. But like,
yeah, I hear you, man. In regards to, is there better options? Absolutely. Is there definitely better options more from a profile perspective? Yes. Also, I think from just an overall quality perspective, also yes. Watkins to me be all about price point though, because does he fit with Mbeumo and Cunha from a profile? Is there better fits from a profile perspective? Yes, but we just got idiot-proof the squad. That's where I'm at. And when I say we got idiot-proof the squad, we just got to bring in as much talent to this team as possible so this manager can't pick bad players.
Yep.
I hear it in an ideal world about players fitting. I get it. I fully hear
it. If that's the case, Floss, then you have to go for Osimhen, bro.
And that's why he's top of my list for me.
Is it? Yeah.
That's Osimhen's been top of my list. He's if we could sign of all the strikers we've been linked to, and I get to the Gyökeres news in a second, he would be top. He was number one. Gyökeres before the Arsenal thing was number 2. That's 1, 2. Mateta was 3. Obviously, it's changed with Gyökeres to the Arsenal thing, but I would take a Mateta over him. I said Duran on loan, 100%. It's just idiot-proof the squad at this point, because with Mbeumo and Cunha, with Xerxes, he's the perfect profile for them too. That is literally not on the same level, but the profiles is the same as Firmino, Salah, Mane. Not those individuals.
Yeah, but look who Liverpool had as a manager though.
Yeah, no. You missed the point.
I don't think our manager can do that.
I'm saying no. Forget the manager. I'm saying the profile of those 3 is a fit.
Yeah, 100%.
Even
before you go, King. But the point I'm making is our manager's not going to play Xerxes.
Yes.
Therefore, I am saying stockpile talent. Throw them out on the pitch. This is back to Ollie vibes for me.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, because under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we all know that Ollie was not the greatest coach. We all know Ollie wasn't the guy. But you know what Ollie did have? Ollie had Mason. You know what I mean? Ollie had Mason Greenwood. You know what I mean? He had he had Mason Greenwood, Martial, obviously Rashford when he had that one decent season under Ollie. obviously, like we had individuals that even Bruno, when he first came in, like Bruno put up a lot of numbers when he first came in. So like we had individuals that would bail us out of games. You get it, even though Ollie was not the greatest of both.
And here the thing is, because of the situation we're in, that's where I'm at again. It's just get talent on the pitch and then bail us out of games.
Yeah,
I'm not looking at like profile. And even though yes, it makes sense to have better profiles because that makes you a better overall team.
As well.
It's just about just bringing the talent and get talent. But yeah, with Watkins, is there better options? Yeah, but I'm not solely against it. Also, it'd be price.
It depends on the price, Flawless. It depends on the price. If the price, I don't know, if it's like 10 or 15 mil, maybe. But if it's like, I don't know, 30 or 40, no.
Best? Yo, these three are not having it. Man, I'm talking, last orders like 10 to 15 million last day of the season and all that. Speaking of strikers, this is also new information. Well, it's not new information, but this is some news. Ruben Amorim would like a reunion with Victor Gyökeres, but his priority appears to be Arsenal. Victor Osimhen's wages are viewed as too high. Frankfurt's 85 million price tag on Hugo Ekitike is beyond Manchester United's current means. Christopher Nkunku has come up in discussions between Chelsea and United. You are also in touch on Alejandro Garnacho. So that's from @Laurie. Well, Dan, we'll go to you. A lot's been said there. So we're saying
that's a lot of shit, bro. That's a lot of shit right there.
Osimhen high wages. Hugo Ekitike, they're talking the price tag is too much. Your thoughts on
that's a lot of shit right there. And that's a lot of shit to read. And when I say shit, bro, like I really mean like shit. Like, and that last part about Nkunku, that shit is the icing on the cake, bro. That just pissed me off reading the whole thing. But yeah, man, as for the first part, Victor Gyökeres, bro, like with the Mbumo thing, all this talk, like I'm tired. I'm bored of this shit now as well. I'm bored of this Gyökeres shit, man. Like, look how long it's taking. He's got a beef with Sporting. There's some love triangle going on with Arsenal, Man United, and Sporting. Apparently, they're saying that, Arsenal after either of those two, Sesko or Gyökeres, and whatever one they get first, the one that, if Arsenal get Sesko, they're saying Man United Gyökeres, vice versa. I wouldn't be surprised if Man United went in for Sesko if he don't go Arsenal. And I would like to get your guys' thoughts on that player as well, Sesko. But you can let me know what you think about that after.
From what I've watched, I've not watched him a lot. That's what I'll tell you quickly. I've not watched him a lot. From what I've seen, he seems decent. That's what I'd say. But they talking big money for him.
I think he's average, bro. I think he's average. What I've seen from him, I think he's average, bro. Like. You linked with him before, innit? I just think, his link up play might be decent because I've heard people say that his link up play is decent and he's decent in the air and that. But bro, like the guy, bro, you need to create about six chances for this guy to score because this guy is not clinical, fam. He is not clinical, bro. Like I've seen. I saw one game or two games in particular against Real Madrid where he missed like 4 1v1s, bro. Like 4 clear 1v1s, bro. Like I don't rate him highly as other, and also he's a project player, bro. I'm sick of getting these freaking project players, bro.
Well,
bring me players that are certified now, bro. Like you get.
Well, this is it. At the end of the day, look. What's said there, about those 3 players? At the end of the day, Man United got to weigh up their options, and you're gonna have to make sacrifices in some area. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, Gyökeres got beef at the moment. We don't know what's going on with that. That could drag on until the end of the flipping transfer window. So now Man United got to ask themselves, all right, are we gonna wait this long to see how it pans out and put everything else at risk? And he's not gonna be in pre-season XYZ. He's not gonna be able to fit in straight away. And then, do Man United have time to be stalling on that? Or do they need to be moving quickly and efficiently? They do need to be moving efficiently. Exactly. So, scrap Gyökeres right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? If there is any opportunity, right? If worst case scenario, we don't get anyone and it's going down to the wire, then okay, we can reassess. But, bro, if you've got Osimhen on the market available, you need to try and sort something out. do some kind of negotiations, try and get his wages a bit lower if necessary, try and include other players in the deal if you can. Like, do everything you can, because at the end of the day, like I said, you're gonna have to take sacrifice and hits in order to get to where you want to get to. Yeah. You know what you're getting with Osman. You mentioned about Sesko being shit in the air and stuff like that. We know for facts like this guy Osman is good in the air, bro. Like, and he's got qualities that we would be interested in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a prolific goal scorer, bro. At the end of the day, yeah. And if you're gonna be spending 85 million for this Ekatike, which I don't believe, by the way, but even if it was 60 for him, I'm saying weigh up all of those options and just go for what is like, bro. Like, just get Osman, bro. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, you
We just need to
look at
convince
the
him.
position we're in.
We just need to convince if it was Osman, yeah, we just need to convince him it's not the money thing, because obviously it seems like Osman's motivated by the money in it. But like
No, but
guess as well, like you said, Flawless, is that their job is to negotiate. It's like when people were saying about
right there.
yes.
Is that yeah, is that when people were saying about, it's like certain people say about, oh, Martinez is too much at 40 mil. Negotiate, bro. Negotiate. Negotiate for Martinez, bro. Like, you get it. Like, if you negotiate, you might be able to get it down to 30 mil instead of 40 mil.
Look, I'm just saying, if you are certain in what you need, but like Roller said, these guys are probably, or it looks like they're incompetent in it. But remember back in the day when we had Fergie in that year, and it's like when man identified what he wanted, bro, he just went for it. Like when we got Berbatov that time, when we got Van Persie, like certain strikers, Van Nistelrooy, bro, from PSV, innit? So it's like, even though Van Nistelrooy had that major injury, before we signed him, it's like man scouted him, man identified him, man was like, this is our guy. At the moment, Man United have not identified like who their guy is. They're just like messing around with all of these guys in some roundabout thing.
And we got other areas as well, bro. We got other areas as well of the pitch that we need to strengthen as well, bro. Like the midfield, bro. Like, how come we not hearing any midfielder legs? Like, I don't think we're gonna get in Cuckoo, but it's like, why is that even a conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like, we should be linked with midfielders. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand.
I don't know, man, but I'm just saying, just be assertive, like just be ruthless, just do it, like just go for what you need, bro. Like, don't be too concerned about wages and that, because you're gonna get rid of wages anyway, right? Like, how much does the guy actually want, really? Because we keep hearing about reports, but remember, this guy turned down the Saudi bag as well. So we don't entirely know the motivations of
this.
Osman.
And this is where it's at with it, because the thing is with Osman, his options are limited. In regards to the club who can actually afford the big money he wants and need a strike, because he wants to play high profile club, high level, all of that stuff. You have United, you have Chelsea, you have Liverpool,
Arsenal.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're all your options. It's United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. Because Real Madrid, Barca, they're good. Bayern Munich,
bro, if you're gonna spend big money and if you're gonna spend big wages on a player, at least let it be a striker, bro. The guy who's gonna score you the goals and earn his worth. You know what I'm saying? Out of more than any other position on the field. Like, if you bring a prolific goal scorer like Osman, he will make that money back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like certain names like Gyökeres and Osman, just the shirt sales alone will be crazy. Like, look at these guys; their celebrations are crazy as well. Like they're just prolific guys. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really lose that, especially in the position we're in. Yeah. If these guys are available for now, right now, you go and get them, bro. Get Osman, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Like, that's their job to, like I said, that's their job to negotiate. It's like, with the Martinez, we go, Martinez is worth 40 mil, or in Burmo's too much, bro. Negotiate, bro. Negotiate and try and get the price down. Negotiate.
Even that, bro. Even that, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, like I was saying, like 40 mil, even 40 mil for Martina. People say that's too much. Well, you negotiate, try and get that down to 30. Because, like Flawless said, Aston Villa, they need to sell. You get it? Like Aston Villa are not, you know what I mean? They are not the A side. They are not in the A side of the negotiation. Martinez wants to go to Manchester United. So you go and negotiate and get the price down
Yeah,
to
but bro,
30
are
to
we
like
like
40.
it's crazy because are we saying Mbumo is not worth what Brentford want for him? Like this
Bro,
is what I'm saying. Like
Bro,
it's mad, bro.
Newcastle are just bidded 45 mil for Elanga, bro.
For Alanga.
And
Yeah, this is what
for
I'm saying.
Elanga, bro. Like this is what I'm saying. Elanga, Newcastle are just bidded 45 mil for Elanga, and I think they want about 60 mil for
Bro,
Elanga.
even the Gokaras thing, yeah, the president guy come out or whatever and said about, oh, we're not gonna sell him. Like they don't want his release clause, right? Whatever that is, but
Yeah,
they still want a decent amount of him. What was it, like over 60 million, whatever they said. Like
yeah,
for
yeah.
him and where he's at right now in his career and everything, all things considered, like man's worth that right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what they want for Osman or whatever, like they're worth that right now. This is just what it is. So we are not in a position to be wasting time and to be dithering. Like just get what you need, like for now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
That's
Just
the
Jay,
do
what are
it,
thing.
you
bro.
saying? What's on this? Obviously, you got Jokeres here, but they're saying Arsenal, saying Osherman wages too high. Ekatike, Frankfurt, the price tag is too high. What are you saying?
Honestly, it's like, what happened to the game I love? Ain't a single one of these dudes worth their goddamn 80 million euros, man. Not a
They're not 80
single
million
one.
though.
You
Not
talking
a
They're not
about
that much
single
though.
one, dog.
you talking about Ekatike?
Oh,
Ekatike,
yeah, I don't think he's that.
Osimhen, Jokeres, it don't matter. Y'all ain't that special. Y'all are not that nice. You are not RVP. You are not Zlatan. You are not R9.
Yeah, but who is these days, man?
Exactly. That's the
So
market is
you just got to
cooked.
work with what is available, what you have, bro. What can you do? Otherwise,
No,
you get
yeah,
no one. And then what?
I'm just gonna call it out. I'm just gonna call it
So
out.
you rather have no one?
I'm cool with Xerxes. I really am. If these were the options,
Nah.
especially with these two that we have,
Bro, I would
if I
agree with
was,
you if we didn't have this manager to manage that front three.
but
You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
telling
I
you,
don't feel like he's capable.
Yeah,
the
but the
thing
thing
that
is,
it
Ruben's not
is
gonna play Xerxes, bro.
is
But the
this.
thing is, Ruben's not gonna play him, bro. That's
You
the
gotta
thing.
give him.
Ruben,
Exactly.
You can't give him the option not to. Right,
What do
which
you
is
mean, bro? He's
why
not going to do it.
the Hoyland thing, and this isn't a dream scenario. If we want to talk realistically, I would rather we put that amount of money towards a game changer in the midfield.
Okay.
And
Because
goalkeeper.
Bruno's
yeah,
partner has to be special.
Yes.
yes,
For
Yeah, but
what
bro,
he does
yeah.
to our midfield balance, whoever
Bro,
plays
we
next
already
to
fucked
Bruno.
up. That ship is sold because we didn't sell Bruno. And it's already
yeah,
fucked up now. So it don't even
Yeah,
matter
but
now.
I'm saying
So we gotta do
if
our
we
best to
about to
rectify it.
spend if we about to spend
To rectify, you have to sell him.
anything close to 85 or even a 60, even I'm gonna be real with y'all. If we put that 60 towards the midfield and then we ended up with a little 30 to put towards an attack, I'm not mad at that either. The
yeah.
midfield, the
The midfield are
midfield
always been
is
there.
going
Yeah,
to kill us. Because when you look at the
yes,
dynamic, right? If you look at our defending isn't that bad.
no,
The problem is the goalkeeper.
yes,
You can defend for 90 minutes straight. This dickhead goalkeeper will legit
Yeah, I
kick
think
it
he's the
into his
main
own
priority
net.
after a striker.
That's what I'm saying. He'll kick it into his own net. He will do that shit.
So
And
what
then
you think?
our wing backs between Dorgu and Ahmad, Dorgu, I think, with better players looks better.
I agree with that.
I
Dorgu
think you
with
need to replace him still.
I hear that too. Like he's he's not a finished product, right? He really isn't. I think he needs someone else there just in case he goes through a
Yes.
bad patch. But Ahmad, I think, has the wingback situation on lock. So realistically, it's the midfield. And again, I've enjoyed watching Xerxes' development this last season. Towards the end of the
Yeah,
season,
yeah,
he was creeping into being one of our better attackers. And so
yeah.
I think if we're going to spend that much money, you spend it on a midfielder.
Yeah, the midfield, yeah. Because
And it
like,
can't be a midfielder
Yeah, but
that
I'm torn, bro, because of what
no.
Flawless said earlier. Yeah, when he said about just doing the gun ho thing, like because this manager is shit, right? Like I don't feel like
yeah,
tactically he could work with Xerxes up front. I don't think he's that like that
Mm-hmm.
good to be doing them things. Like if we had like a flipping Pep or someone, then you would
I think
have
that might
faith that
figure it
he
out
could do
himself.
something.
I understand your overall point. I get your overall point.
yeah,
I think they figure out. I think if you put Xerxes and Bremo and Cunha as a front three, they figured it out themselves.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but what?
I would love
What?
that.
I don't think
They're
I
not
would
gonna
love
go
that.
I don't
against
think
the manager, innit? Though.
Bro, bro, I
say that
would
again.
love that,
Wait,
yeah.
homework thing. What you say? Say that again,
Oh,
Don.
No, they're not gonna go against Amarim, though, innit? Like
no.
they won't just do that and risk
Nah,
it
but
because
when I
then
say
it's
that,
like,
it's just their talent alone. Like they just going,
Yeah,
like he. I don't think he's coaching that or anything like that in regards to you must do this, you must do that. I just think they're three talented players who would figure it out between the three of them.
my thing is Eddie. Yeah, look, right. Up until now, we've never had that balance in midfield. Clearly,
no.
Ruben Amorim, I don't think he even knows, or maybe he don't even want to address that properly because he probably don't see a problem as much as we do in that area, which is wild. But everything suggests that kind of. I can't even lie. The fact that you
It's
even
always
kept
been a
Bruno
problem.
suggests that,
By the way,
right? So
it's both. By the way, because we need a
yeah,
striker desperately. We need a midfielder
exactly.
desperately.
Exactly. But
Desperately.
because of the manager we have and where we're at, and you talking about the gun ho thing, and I get it. If we're looking at it from that perspective, I'm thinking just go all out, all guns blazing, get a flipping mad
Even
bagsman, goal scorer, have Cunha
I
and
hear
then
that.
Bumo, and just do what
Even
you
a
need to
good
do.
coaching is just more so of just bringing talent. Even if
Yeah.
the
Bring,
start,
yeah,
Well, yeah. Well, that's exactly.
even if the nine wasn't prolific, and he was a whoever you think the best link up nine is, whoever you
Yeah.
put in that pedestal, who's not a
Yeah.
25 or 30 goal a season, but he's cold at linking up. I'm just saying, bring in talent, whether that is a
Yeah.
gunman or whether that is a more of a link up nine, and same with the midfield, bring in talent because
Because
that's
yeah,
what
but
we
we
need.
should
Eddie,
be
I
working
think
on
I think this
multiple
manager
deals.
values that more. I think he values having a certified
Maybe,
attack like that than
Yeah,
a midfield that we are
maybe,
looking for.
yeah.
Because there's
But the
always
thing
every
is,
season there's always something we address and all the managers of the past, they've never seen it like how we've seen it. Do you know what I'm saying? And
maybe.
midfield is that main one that we always harp on about and go on about. And for whatever reason, all these managers have always ignored it. So I'm at a point now,
yeah,
all right, I'm just accepting it now. They don't give a shit about having a fucking
Nah, they
stable
tried it,
midfield, a world
bro.
class
You gotta
midfield.
think. Agate was signed, Casemiro was signed, Ericsson was signed
Yeah,
as
bro.
well.
yeah,
Like they just got it wrong. No, that's them attempting to address it. They just got it wrong.
yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, but they should be,
I
like I
guess.
said, but they should be working on. They should not just be working on one thing. They should be working on multiple deals. It shouldn't be, oh, should we get a striker instead of midfielder? It should be both, bro. That's what it
Yeah,
should be. It should.
I
It should be both because we've seen with this manager as well. Yeah, like we've seen with this manager say, Casemiro does not fit in my midfield, but then a couple months after he said, "Oh, I know how to use Casemiro." It's like,
Like
brother, it's like
concussed, bro.
it's like that's what he said at the start. Oh, Casemiro doesn't fit into my plan, but then a couple months after he says, "Oh, I know how to use him now." And we only played Casemiro because we had injuries to Ugarte and to Kobe.
to
And
their
let's not
players as
forget
well.
this guy will play Kobe Manu in the midfield. We all know that midfield has been one of the priorities, but we've seen it year in and year out. This guy's played Kobe Manu in the pivot with, you know what I'm saying, with Bruno at times. We've seen Ugarte who can't pass. Ugarte can't pass. We all know what Bruno does. Bruno runs 100 miles per hour and just leave bare gaps in the midfield. Bruno sprints like freaking Usain Bolt in terms of pressing and that, yeah. and then bro, this guy just leaves gaps in the midfield and that.
But
100.
let's just think about it like this, right? Let's think about the best midfields in the Prem.
Yeah.
Name some of them.
You know, we'll just go. Even though it's new, Rodri and Reinders, McAllister, Gravenberch.
Jeez.
Belaber's good as well. In midfield.
Mm-hmm. And so you see there, like even in those short names, there's either a technical floor that's very high, or there's an athletic floor that's very high. You're not average. Bruno is average athletically. He's average technically. Ugarte, below average technically. I'd say above average athletically, because he can still run around a bit. With what that combination is right there.
Oh, it's dreadful, fam.
You do not keep a football.
No.
If you play against Man City, you're running the entire time. So I'm looking at it from purely just scheme. The next guy we have has to be able to run from touchline to touchline, end line to end line. Like it has to be one of those types of midfielders can keep the ball.
Yes,
but that's sad that it has to come to that, though. You know what I'm saying?
And I hear you, and I think I don't want to say they're not looking at it because we haven't heard it in the media. Because they could be doing a bunch of things that we're not privy to. But what we hear is what we're told, and what we're told is for a reason. Right?
They have come out the blue. That's one thing they have done. They've managed to quieten it. Until we make actual offer, that's when you hear about Manchester United with most of the players as of late.
Eddie, just going back quickly to the striker situation. Yeah, would you? I wouldn't find it comfortable like relying on Xerxes as well going into next season, bro. Like his confidence going to be hit. Like I don't think he should be like a good option like around the striking department, but we should be bringing in an established guy alongside him. You know what I'm saying? Just to have all the pressure on Xerxes alone is crazy.
I'm all for different profiles, because when you go into matches, different profiles may be required than the last match you played. So having a certain level of versatility is always good for anyone.
But also you gotta bleed Xerxes in properly, man. Like it's a gradual process, man. You can't just throw him in next season and expect him to be your main guy, like up front.
I think
he's not playing. Like Xerxes not playing. Let's clarify that. Xerxes
he's not playing.
Exactly. But the vision of us, for example, and Eddie, what he's saying about having him up front when you got Corner there as well and Boomer, it's like it's nice to think about and fantasize about, but it's not really.
It became so clear towards the end of the season that
potentially 100%, potentially, but I don't think he's ready for that.
No, I'm saying if it had to be between, because Flaws is saying he won't play, I think he does not make the Hoyland mistake again. And if he does,
this guy's a foolishness.
I hold my hands up if he does. But I thought it was so clear, right?
Now, don't be surprised, man.
Don't be surprised, Eddie, man. Don't be surprised, but like this guy's a foolishness, bro. This guy will probably play like Mbeumo at wing back and play Ahmad in December. I won't be surprised if he does that. You know what I'm saying? I won't be surprised if he plays Mbeumo as a wing back, bro.
Again, I know the bar is in hell. I know the bar is in hell. Yeah. I just think that he's seen enough, right? And again, it's not like we haven't heard. It's not like we haven't heard that he's lost faith in Hoyland. Like that's been a thing. We've been going after strikers. Nothing has been said. The only person who's been linked is Hoyland to enter, right?
Yeah.
If he did it, see a future with Xerxes, I'm sure, or the club didn't, because again, we're saying all this in. Who knows?
Eddie, I think the club do. The manager, I'm saying the manager don't play.
Yeah, the club does.
Yeah, but the manager is smart. If the manager is smart, he'll do what the club will do. Because I mean, honestly,
if the say that again, Eddie, if the manager's what?
I think he only has 2 weeks.
Eddie, say that again. If the manager's what?
I don't get.
He's not
if
smart.
The manager's smart, right?
That's the issue.
No, I hear that. I'm telling you.
That is not smart.
But there's
The
certain
manager's smart.
There's certain shit. There's
Houseway.
certain shit that even he can't get himself out of, right? Like because it's just clear as day. Like you could be dumb as hell, but grass is green. You ain't going your idioticness ain't gonna change that grass being green.
Very colorblind.
I don't know, man. If
The manager's
Ryan was here, he'd tell you it's light green or something. But go on,
the guy's dumb, Eddie. Like, bro, like this guy was talking about, Mason Mount gets it in the eyes and that. You know what I mean? Man was talking about Mason Mount's eyes. This guy was talking about, Debbie Rubin's coming out and saying,
no Diddy,
yeah, bro. Like, there's even
the Mount shit, yo.
This one freak off Diddy shit, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but like, even with
about being a big fan of Mason Mount, and he can see that that King's being an asshole about it, but these are real quotes. He said something about.
What are you trying to say, man? Licking his lips and that. Seeing Mount.
He said he's a big fan of Mount and says that Mount is saying a quality player he wants to have, and he can see it in his eyes how bad he wants it. That's what he said.
Yeah,
yo,
I'm pulling the quotes now. I'm not even making this show.
Take that.
And then flawless.
We went 1 second before you go. Hold up, 1 second. Here's the quote. Because King being an asshole bringing this shit up. He says, Mason Mount, I have to tell you, I love that kid. You can look in his eyes and see that he wants it so bad, and this is the most important thing for me.
That sounds crazy.
Injuries. He was not on the pitch when I was trying to stay fit, and we hope he
wants it so bad.
to show all the talent.
It's true, though, flawless. Come on, man. It's true, though, flawless, man.
That's it. You can look in his eyes and see that he wants it so bad, yo.
This guy was talking about, what was it, a couple weeks ago? Yeah, we were talking about, Amarin wants to keep Onana because it's a very warm, welcome relationship. Very warm, welcome relationship with Onana, bro. I don't care about your welcome relationship, bro. Are you in a relationship? Are you trying to get with Onana or something, fam? Are you trying to be in a relationship? You know what I mean? Get into a proper relationship with Onana. Get out of here about freaking warm relationship, bro. Get out of here, bro. Onana's cost us like 25 points, bro, at least, bro. And like you want to keep this guy because you have a relationship with him. It's like, bro, come on, man.
Carry on, man. Go, Eddie. My bad. I call you off. Yeah, that's definitely a you
that's cool, bro. That's cool. It's nothing. It's we're all just
that's what it is.
We're having a convo. Again,
yeah.
I'll just leave it at the club's priorities. I don't think have been made known to us, and so it's kind of like we just have to wait and see as to what the end result of all of this is, because it can look
we're getting clues. We're getting clues to who we're linked with, but then again, like you say, man, we don't know really.
We don't like that's all I'm saying. Like we have clues, we have links, we have all that, but again,
clues,
this fucking Fabrizio. This guy
can't
keep his fucking hands off the Twitter keys. So we really just put so much bullshit out there. We don't really have a great understanding of what's true and what isn't. Right? So
it's good. It's good though. We're getting linked to keepers and stuff. Hopefully that says something, but I don't know.
Like literally we're only missing one part of that, and it's the midfield. And to be fair, we have been linked to Ederson, right? We haven't heard too much on that front. But if you tell me we end the transfer window with Cunha and Buemo, midfield, striker, goalkeeper, for now, job done.
As each day passes, it seems less likely, man.
Because the other thing is this, right? Because there's the other part that I'm really not trying to employ here. That this manager can fuck it up to a degree we have not seen before.
Agreed.
That's what I'm trying to remove from this situation and just be on the player part of it, because the players we can control. That player shit they can control. When it comes to management on the pitch, all bets are off because Wilcox can't tell that dude what to do in real time. Jim can't tell that dude what to do in real time. So, I'm trying to keep it this way because, again, like I told Flawless when the season ended, I'm not talking about this dude.
You did say this. You made it clear. Yeah. You said this before the season ended, to be honest.
I'm just not talking about him. Because this is the beautiful thing about sports that I love and enjoy. You cannot run from your failure. It is always going to be there. You can't hide it because we see it every week. If this dude fails, he'll be gone. It's that simple for me. So having the discussion will just it won't tell me anything I don't already know about him. It'll tell me more about what I should know about you and what you as a fan are willing to accept in order to feel good in front of other people.
It depends how long they give him, though. It depends how long they give him, because
which striker would you want? If any striker we could get was available, it'll have to be one of the links. Which would be top of your list? Mateta is the one you look at.
Mateta, yeah.
I think Mateta. I would definitely. I think
honestly,
that's the
too. I probably would have taken João Pedro as well because he kind of fits what we need as well. But let me just say this for you Chelsea lot, right? You guys thinking all this shit is sweet because you bought all these players like it's fucking FIFA. And you know what the cold part about FIFA is too? Players in FIFA come to the ownership group and tell them I need more time.
Yeah.
What the hell do you think is gonna happen to y'all?
We'll talk about playing time.
Yeah, bro, it's bound to happen. Y'all talking about Acutis? Y'all talking about no, you have too many players.
Man got Esteval as well, who they've been talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Man got talking that crazy shit about Esteval.
Yeah.
Watch out for our Brazilian boys and shit like that. Favela All-Stars, like all that shit. Y'all will find out.
We'll find out, man.
Fuck around and find out.
That's fair. Would you man take Mateta? Would you man? Are you saying say Mateta better than Watkins? Yeah, I would say so. Yes, because Mateta offers more. I'm the one on the panel that actually rates Watkins, but for what Mateta offers, yeah, you're gonna give me goals, probably a little less than Watkins, but you're gonna give me overall more in regards to holding the ball up, etc. and all those type of things. So that's why Mateta would be higher on my list for Manchester United. He'd be higher on my list. Outside of goals, he offers me more. He gives me more.
Yeah.
And I rate Watkins. Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah.
Connor, man said he'd take a Garte at his club.
Shut up. Shut up.
Bro, I'm telling you, yeah, I got a bad bro. We best not start freaking Mason Mount in the 10 against Arsenal, fam. I got a feeling this guy gonna start Mason Mount in the 10 and put Bruno in the false 9 or something.
And to Steve,
I
thought it was a purple patch, Steve, with Mattel. I thought that season he had, not this one just gone, that first season, I thought it was a purple patch. I didn't think he'd get back to it, but he did it again.
You know what's sad though? The fact that we have to talk because of what it is and the market and the situation and the players, the pool of players that we have to talk about. Like it's crazy, man. Like, I miss the old times, man, when we had about 30 serious strikers like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Now we can only talk about a handful of good strikers, decent to good strikers. Remember back in the day, like 20 elite strikers just floating about, bro. Like we
Yeah,
used to
man.
have ballers, man. Rooney, fucking Van Persie, bro. Like
Man.
fucking yeah, I say even our
It's
backups were
Stones and Gibbs.
certified, man. York, Scholes, I mean not Scholes, Solskjaer, Cole. Like even the
Yeah.
backup Sheringham, bro. And you'll take any of these man over any of these people we're talking about right now. It's crazy, man.
Now we got
Isn't it?
people
Bro,
talking about Bruno
Chikorito,
Fernandes
blood.
Ballon d'Or.
Remember Chikorito, blood?
Yeah.
I will
Chicharito on the
take it
bench,
right
bro.
now, blood. Can't lie.
Now we got people talking about Bruno Ballon d'Or, bro. Like,
Nah.
get the,
I relax, man. It's a relax.
like now we got people talking about Bruno
Hey,
Ballon
chill,
d'Or and
bro.
Bruno Man United legend and all of that, this and that. Like, come on, bro.
Nah.
Like,
I
give it a
wouldn't go
rest.
that for. Yeah, I wouldn't
Give
go
it a
that
rest,
for.
bro. Like, bro, I'm just afraid about the
Reaching.
midfield, bro. The fact is, we're not going to bring in 2 midfielders. We might bring in 1,
Yeah,
but we're not going to
even gonna
bring
bring
in.
in one, bro.
But
I don't think we'll bring
even
in
bro,
one.
we need 2 midfielders, bro. We need 2
Yeah, they need
midfielders.
2 of everything, but they ain't gonna get it, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy, man. Doubts they'll even get 1, man. I don't even think they'll get them if they can't sell all these guys as well that they need to. Bro, we're fucked, man.
yeah. How is Luke Shaw still at the club, bro? How is Luke
Oh,
Shaw
mate,
still
Leach,
at bro? How is this brother? How is this brother?
Leach,
How are they not
it's
bringing Luke
faulty.
Shaw out, bro? You know what I mean? Man, we're doing
Oh,
TikTok to Molly May and that, bro.
is
Like
it?
this guy, we all
What?
know
Why?
that this guy's
What?
all that
Molly
football,
May,
bro.
bro. What is that? His girl now? That's crazy. See, bro, I don't even know, man. What's going on, man? Just get these guys out of my club, man.
Yeah, bro. A few months ago,
Fucking
man did
pagans.
TikToks with Molly May and that. Man went out drinking and that like a few months ago or
Oh,
something,
who
bro.
cares?
Like Molly May on TikTok and that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Like, it's
he
crazy
gets
work,
more
man.
coverage about these things than going McDonald's and that than his actual football ability and what he's actually doing on the pitch. And bro, this guy's shit,
Yeah,
man. I don't know.
brother. When
I
I
can't
see him
believe it.
come on, yeah. When I see him come on, I'm like, bro. I'm like, when I see this
Bro,
brother
it's
come on the
stress,
pitch,
man. It's stress.
I'm like I'm like the belly. I see the belly, and I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm
Man.
saying? Like this is what it is,
I'm
bro.
just tired, man. How long has he been at Man United? Over 10 years or something?
10
This is
years,
wild,
bro.
man. This is
Yeah.
wild, bro. I can't believe it, man.
And
Well, I
But
to
can
this,
actually.
again,
Still
because we're
don't.
talking about
again,
the
that's
Mateta
the
thing.
sins.
Yeah,
That's the sins.
here's the sins of the last one. Man got 2 in 29. Of course, I didn't rate him. Man got 2 goals in 29 games.
Who
Bro,
did?
but look, if you're
Wait,
Jim Ratcliffe here,
Of course, I didn't.
or
Of
you would
course,
like to think,
why is that so crazy to
wait,
rate him? We're talking about
wait.
Mateta.
Who
Man
got
got 2 in
two? Wait, who got 2 goals in
Mateta.
29? Mateta.
2 in 29,
Oh,
2 seasons ago. Because Steve's talking about me not rating Mateta like a couple
oh,
years back. Look at his numbers. Look at his overall play. He improved. He had 2 very good seasons, including this one back to back. And to see my nephew and Connor talking about Watkins and Mateta in the chat, break it down then from a physical aspect. It's close.
Yeah,
Technically,
it's
Mateta's better.
close. Yeah,
Yeah, physical aspect is close. Technically, Mateta's better.
yeah.
From a
yeah.
technical
I think
aspect,
he's
across
better in the air. I
all
think
things,
he's
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 better.
got more about him, man.
Mental attributes, probably close to. The point that I make it is,
yeah,
it's not as far apart. What's he clear of him as?
yeah.
None of the free things is he clear of him as.
No.
From a physical
He met,
aspect, from a mental
mm,
aspect, the mental attributes or the technical attributes. He's not clear of him in any. He's not far away though. Technically, all right. So go on then, nephew. Technically, what's he better at than? Finishing, I'll give you. What else? Finishing, dribbling, yes. What else?
mm.
No. Answer the question, Connor. Technically, what's he better at him then? Let's list the attributes. Finishing, yes, I agree. I do agree finishing. I think he's a better finisher, yes. Now,
Who
assist is
is?
not a technical attribute, that's stats. Technical, we're talking about. Back to Colbert. No. Again, attributes we're talking about. What's he better than him at?
Let's not
I
do
need
that.
this. So passing, I think it's equal. No, I need the technical attributes in regards to when I say the 3 criteria, I'm talking the technical things. So technically, what's he better than? Finishing, I agree. Dribbling, yes. Passing, I think is close. At edge Mattel. But I don't think it's worlds apart.
Look,
if one's a 5, one's a 6. So what else is he
Yeah.
better than? So we've got 3. What else?
I just think he's a better dribbler, passer, finisher than Watkins.
I think he's better.
No, pace is again, nephew. Pace is a physical attribute, technical attribute. I've already said physically. I hear it. Let's see. Front-footed football. I'm taking Watkins. Passing is technical. Finishing, yeah. Positioning is not a technical attribute. That's a mental attribute. Dribbling, yes, agreed. So you might have agreed with me. The 3. We've got passing, even though I think that's sketchy. Finishing, dribbling, yes. What else? Again, now when we start breaking it down, it don't sound as crazy.
Like the only thing,
technically, what is he better than him at?
Who, Mateta?
Yeah, no, we're debating the 2 because they're saying Watkins. Because I'm saying from a technical aspect, Mateta's better. Because
I would say from a technical aspect, it's not even close. I would say
physically, Watkins you could argue because the pace, yes, acceleration, yes, agility. Probably yes.
I think he's faster. Yeah.
Jumping yes.
Yeah.
This is how we debate football. No, this is how we debate football corner now because you don't have an argument now. It's all Football Manager. This is how scouts look at players.
Flawless. So you think
this is how you've been watching football for long enough. This is how scouts look at players. Talk to anyone who's within the game. You think scouts don't look at these things, but now because it's not gone your way. Now it's football stats. So what are we basing it off then? Let's forget about the feelings. Again, I asked the question. Technically, what is he better than him at? Finishing, I agree. Dribbling, I agree. Passing, I don't, but I'll give you passing. What else? That's 3 things. What else? Because everything else is Mattel.
Physically,
it's I would say it's more even. And mentally, again, even. The point that I'm making is you man are making out like it's worlds apart and it's wild to me. Why is it when the gap isn't big? What does he clear him on?
On a technical level,
yeah. Where else does he clear level?
I definitely think he's a better dribbler. I trust his decision making more. What I will say is this though.
Technical is before you carry on. First touch, ball control, heading, heading the football.
Yeah, variety of finishes, all that kind of stuff.
That could go into technical too.
What I will say is this about Watkins. I'm not a fan of his. And it's just because of how I want to see football being played. But if we're talking about, like we just said the shit about, I just said the shit about Embuemo, right? Lunch pail type players, like they're going to do all the little things for sure. They're going to run hard. They're going to be physical.
I said lunch what?
Lunch pail. When I hoop, right? Like when I was growing up hooping, you had silk.
Balling.
You had silk and you had the lunch pail. The silk is exactly what you think about. It's like players who their skill level is off the charts. So everything they do looks smooth. It looks silky. It just aesthetically looks a certain type of way. And then you got them lunch pail dudes where it's like they wear Timbs to work. They got to wear the orange vest. They wear the hard hat, but they the best at what they do. Like people don't want to talk about it, but Ronaldo is one of them types, right? Ronaldo. For me personally, right? I'll never look at Ronaldo and be like the technical level is what makes him the greatest, in my opinion. What makes him the greatest is his mentality and his athleticism. And his will to compete.
But let's not downplay the technical, bro. Like
I would never. But
come on, man. I don't understand this rhetoric when people talk about this guy technically good, bro.
Let me break it down to you like this, Danny. Let me break it down to you like this. Let me break it down like this.
At the end of his career, obviously, he has adapted, innit? But coming up, bro,
Danny, I'm not taking anything away from Ronaldo. But when you think about Messi, right? If they had a highlight tape, it would be the close control. When I think about Ronaldo, I think about this dude literally flying through the air to connect on a header. It's just two different ways to get the job done.
It's 2 technical ways, though. It's still technical.
There's one. Like, come on now, Danny. Like, are you gonna tell me a 40?
It's not what you're saying about Embuemo as well.
It is, but it's not to the level. He does
I get what you're saying. It's just not
Ronaldo doesn't have to
as
be
much
as technically gifted because
yes.
he's more athletically gifted than the common man. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as
I agree, but guess what? I agree, but guess what? You get the same result. Like, so it don't really matter.
We're
you know what I'm saying?
We're agreeing for sure. We're agreeing for sure. I'm not disagreeing.
But that's why it's funny when people bring these things up, like, and they always talk about specifically just the technical. It's like there's more variables that go into football. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying what makes them unique. What makes each player unique. That's all I'm saying. Right.
I think it's the positioning as well, Eddie. I think it's a positioning as well. What Ronaldo, the positions that he gets.
That's one. That's another thing.
No, of course. Again, I didn't want it to sound like I was belittling or minimizing the effect he has on the game. But I'm just saying.
No, but by people saying that, it kind of indirectly minimizes it because I know where people come from, where they say that a lot of times.
I hear
when really there's both a place for both of these things.
That wasn't my context. Like I'll illuminate it this way, and I don't know if you guys watch basketball like that, but Michael Jordan, right, could jump from the free throw line.
Crazy.
Kobe couldn't do the same shit. Kobe couldn't do the same shit. So Kobe had to make harder shots because athletically he was not able to jump from the free throw line. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And so you gotta look both of them. And so when it comes back to this Watkins and Mateta thing, Mateta technically is a better player. But Watkins knows himself to such a degree that he puts himself in dangerous positions with the tools at his disposal. And so they're both, again, one guy had 2 goals in 29 games, like Flawless just talked about. So it's not like Mateta is perfect, right? I just personally don't like what Watkins brings to the table.
Well, Eddie, are you putting Mateta over Gokares and Osman?
Yeah, because of price point, though. That's strictly because of price point. I don't think they deserve the amount of funds that they're asking for. I don't think that their team deserve the transfer fee that they're asking for. So to bypass both of those is just because Mateta, I think, can be.
But how much are they going to want from Mateta though?
Huh?
Because he ain't going to be cheap.
Like 40 mil or something. I think about 40 mil.
Yeah, 40. Like, it's not going to be like, again, they're talking about at least 65 up front for Gyökeres.
Yeah, but then what? How much more are you paying for Gyökeres? Like 15 million more, 20 million more. Sorry.
Probably 30. He's probably going to be all around 70.
My thing is, bro, like, if you need a certified striker, bro, like, I don't care how much you're spending, bro. Just get the fucking guy. I just get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why do you care how much?
I think Mateta as well, on the Watkins as well. I think Mateta's more of an aerial threat than Watkins as well. I think Mateta's better in the air. That's just
the point. Yeah, the overall point that I was making is the fact that it's between the two of them. It's not worlds apart. Someone says Watkins is better than Mateta. I hear it. Someone says
we just
Watkins. I hear it. I'm just saying it's not worlds apart. It's not a crazy thing.
They're both in the C tier or whatever you want to call it.
The reason why I brought up the 2 in 29 because Steve was like, "Oh, you didn't rate Mateta like a couple years back when we spoke." Yeah, because he didn't show this form. Like, I'm not going to keep the same stance when you've had 2 very good seasons back to back. It's like Dembele this season just got incredible.
Yeah.
Am I not going to change my mind of your opinion? No one expected Dembele to have that season.
Nope.
You've been waiting for
I can't lie. I knew he had it in him, but I didn't.
Yeah, we all knew the talent was there, but he hadn't delivered.
Application
talent was there.
Hold on.
I always thought he was the guy.
The talent with Dembele is there, 100%.
Yeah, I always thought he was serious.
Talent
is why this Danny guy ain't no good. This is why this Danny guy ain't no good, man. I saw the good in Sancho. I got killed for it, but we moved.
Don't even compare Dembele to Sancho. I swear down.
Most of these, especially these attackers, it's not a lack of talent. It's very, very rare I'll criticize an attacker for a lack of talent. More so, it comes back to what I was talking about with Ineos, decision making.
Yeah.
That's what really, of course, some of them are more technically gifted than others. Some are more physically gifted. Some more. It's a combination of both. But we've been
Yeah,
waiting
it's
for
the context,
Dembele
innit?
to have this.
Yeah, but it's just
Dembele to
this.
have this season his entire career. People act like Dembele's been at this level this season just gone. No, he hasn't been. Because if he hadn't been at this level, PSG would have won more. And the reason why I crashed it on him so much is because you have the
Injuries messed him up, innit?
No, to an extent, but
A
he's
lot.
played in games.
Nah, but
played.
he's still done stupid shit while he's
go check. Like technically, man,
Like his decision making was a bit all over the place.
All the technical gifts you would want, he has. He's left-footed. He's right-footed. He can dribble with the ball. He can dribble without the ball. Has a good first touch with both feet as well. From a physical aspect, great agility, great balance, acceleration, top speed, with and without the ball. This is why he got bought for such big money. But because he fell short, people wanted to like no, he wasn't at this level. He's always had the ability to do this season.
Yeah, flawless. Like the technical, like his technical aspects. Like there's no doubt about his technical aspects. But I think the doubt with Dembele is, well, yes, one because of injuries, but two was because of his decision making, and even with the thing, when I'm seeing Arsenal fans talk about Eze, it's like yes, Eze is a very good technical player, but his decision making is a bit. I think his decision making could improve with lots of work, because I don't think his decision making is there to be at the top club. I rate Eze very highly technically, but from a decision making standing point.
That's what sets a lot of these players apart. This is why I crash it on Griezmann. You never heard me once say Griezmann's not talented.
Yeah.
Griezmann is supremely talented. But for all his talent, has he delivered enough? In my opinion, no. And you've been in situations. Don't tell me about Atletico Madrid and being on Diego Simeone, because multiple attackers before you and after you have performed it. Same way at Barcelona as well. And people want to bring up big records. Go check his records against Barcelona and Real Madrid. Go check.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Like I hear you on that, but like I said, like I said, I rate Eze highly technically, but I think his decision making, if I'm being honest, is average. Because I just think his decision making, like you get some players, like when you get certain players that hold on. When you get certain players that just hold on to the ball too long, or they try and dribble past 3 or 4 players, they get themselves in good areas. But then Eze's final ball is, because I've seen games of Crystal Palace, and like obviously first half of the season he wasn't at it. Second half of the season he was. But like the thing is that he will try at times, like, and it happens a bit too often at times. He will try and dribble himself out of trouble a lot of the time, and sometimes it does not come off. And then obviously as well, it just like obviously I seen him miss like quite a few chances. You get it. So like he's like, yes, I think he's a 10% of an upgrade better than Odegaard, but is he going to lead Arsenal to? Is he the guy? Is he gonna be one of the main catalysts to lead Arsenal to the league? I don't think so. But
the thing is about with Eze is in that bracket, and if he does indeed go Arsenal, he'll have a better platform to succeed from. It's not a lack of talent. The talent's there.
No.
When you look
I think it's just his decision making. I think it's his decision making.
The talent is there. I think Eze is a very good player. But could he be? Does he have the potential to be a great player? Yes.
Yeah, I think he's.
Go on, Eddie. What are you gonna say?
Keep Eze away from Arsenal.
Go on. Why?
Let me tell y'all something, man, about these cone disciples. They're out here to kill the game of football. Do not put Eze with that dude, man. He'll have Eze only using his left foot, putting in crosses to Kai Havertz, passing back to Declan Rice. Nah, man. Nah, all that cooked. All of it cooked. Even with Maresca. Again, I'm going to be here for you Chelsea fans when you come to the realization this Maresca brother is not what you think he is. No.
Go on, Eddie. Talk about it. Yo, Sheik, if you're pulling up, then I'll wait, fam. It's up to you. If you're about in like 5, I'll wait.
It's too dead. It's too seasonless.
Yeah.
they're not Enrique. That's a manager right there. I give you the structure, but I also give you that balance of freedom to just go out there and be great. I'm not micromanaging every dribble. People wonder why Cole Palmer has struggled.
Yes.
And why he looked, because he's being directed to play this game in a certain way without the freedom that made him unique.
So you think that Maresca is the one stifling him where Punch gave him freedom?
Yeah. But the problem with Punch is he gave him freedom and forgot about the rest of fucking football.
He gave freedom to Madueke.
That's why good coaching is important, man.
Well, yeah, he gave freedom to Madueke,
so important, man. Especially because, again, you have players who are talented enough to think for themselves, right?
Yeah.
You have to give
them Pogba was one of those free roaming guys, bro. But they didn't make the most of him, man.
No.
You put Palmer on, even I guess why I give Slot so much credit. Because he's allowing that front three to play within themselves and still play within the system he's put out there. Now, again, you're not Pep. You don't command the same type of respect to where if you do not do what I'm telling you and I sit you, nobody will have a problem with me. Maresca, Arteta, the same guy. One's just follically challenged. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You look at Saka. Saka fits because he's not a creative player that much.
Yeah.
He's a very hardworking player who does what he's told at the best of his ability every time.
Yo, Sheik.
Yeah,
shout out to Realist. Shout out to Sheik.
It's a similar thing with Grealish. It's a similar thing what Pep has done with Grealish. Like, it doesn't do it all the time, but it's a similar thing with Grealish as well. Because Grealish is mad talented, but it's he has restricted Grealish as well. So it's because I've seen Grealish play for England and Aston Villa, and he's a completely different player because he's given the freedom there. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
I forgot about Grealish.
Yep.
Why didn't I forget about how could I forget about my dog? That brother,
you forget about your dog, Eddie, man. You treating Grealish like he's João Felix. What's wrong with you, fam?
Hey, well, brother.
Flawless on the João Felix.
I'm playing them away games. What I tell you, I'm playing them away games.
Flawless is on the Felix.
What I tell you, I'm playing them away games, man.
Yo, man treated
Jack
like he jumped.
That's it, like João Felix.
My boy Yao look better under Potts, and then this Maresca guy pulls up.
Yeah, bro.
He was at a 3 back, then went back to a -1. It's still 3 is still greater than -1. So shout out to Potts. You saw the vision.
Yeah, man. Shout out Potts, man.
I'm telling you, bro. These dudes be like I don't know. I said
these cone disciples, yo.
These cone disciples, bro.
So you put Arteta, Maresca. Is there anyone else? I'm trying to think.
Arteta, Maresca. No, those are the biggest culprits. Those are the biggest threats to football right now. Those two for sure. The list may grow compared to who on Pep's staff gets another coaching gig.
Yeah.
But
you put Vincent Kompany there? Wait, did Vincent Kompany under him? Was he? No, I don't think he was. I stand corrected. He wasn't.
Oh, God.
He wasn't. I said treat him like João Grealish, yo. That's hilarious, yo.
João Grealish is crazy. I'm not even mad.
Flawless on the Felix thing.
See, and y'all, this is what I'm saying. They think I'm crazy. You people, go look up Jack Grealish COVID time. Well, actually don't, because the pictures might be crazy. Look up Jack Grealish COVID highlights. The boy was so clean. It was damn near disgusting. It didn't make no sense.
No.
And then Pep says, "I'm going to buy Jack Grealish." And
play him at left back.
I know. This boy is look out there looking like he's just dribbling in that square cone drill. You know where you dribble up and you dribble to the side and you dribble back. You dribble. That's what he looks like when he's playing out there. They killed my boy, dog.
Yeah, Jack Grealish said it in the interview as well. He said Jack Grealish said in the interview that Pep told him to play left back as well. Like he Pep told him that you have to go left back, bro. Like I think it was for like a few games or something, bro. Like, bro, we've been seeing this with these managers now, though. But it's like it happens too much in the game, bro. It just happens too much in the game. But like I said about Eze, yeah, I'm sorry, Arsenal fans, if you're gonna get upset, but I don't think Eze is the guy. Like I just don't like his decision making is like yes, technically he's very, very good, but his decision making I think is average. I think his decision making needs a lot of work.
That could improve. Especially the thing is being around better players with more of the ball. I think that could improve. Trust me, I want to be wrong on this. I don't want to see him at Arsenal. Not for the same reason.
But it's the types of better players. It's always going to be the types of better players. Like, look, people, this Arsenal team, that Madrid dub, you talk about just giving cool points where they don't belong. That is a team full of tryhards who are very good guys.
This? Which team?
Arsenal.
Okay.
There's no type of steez to them. It's a sauceless football club.
Yeah, man.
From the striker to the left wing to the right wing to the midfield to the defensive midfield, it's a bunch of tryhards. And they don't get a rude awakening when Zubamendi shows up and he's not what you expect. Remember, we ran them dogged. That Real Sociedad team he was a part of.
We did.
Getting ran down by Ugarte and Bruno in the
midfield. Casemiro.
Yeah. You're not a fan of Zubamendi, are you, Eddie?
Huh?
I said, you're not a fan of Zubamendi, are you?
I'm not a fan of Zubamendi. I'm not a fan of him.
You don't think Zubamendi's going to do a bit shit?
No, I told you. I seen enough in that Real Sociedad game.
Tell him.
What midfield? Look at the midfield that he went up against. And I don't think he had anything of note in that game at all. And I know he only played the second leg because he wasn't available in the first leg, right? And in the second leg, I mean, again, just like Eddie said, look at the midfield that you're coming up against. Like a lot of other midfielders are, like paws licking their lips. Like they're looking at it and they're like, yo, like this midfield, I'm going to run through this shit. And Zubamendi there struggled. I kind of see why they're looking to get him. It's because it's a clear Partey replacement, right? And Thomas Partey is the one who's leaving, but he just doesn't move me at all. To be honest, at all, he doesn't move me as a player at all. Like, yeah, he can. I think his progressive passing and this and that is good. And a couple things here and there, and he's going to be playing alongside Rice and all that type of stuff. But like, no, I don't think he does. He doesn't
Zubamendi with an angry African. That just don't do it.
You're gonna miss a lot. I don't think Arsenal fans I think some Arsenal fans have said it that losing Thomas Partey is a big thing, but I don't think some Arsenal fans really realize what Thomas Partey brought to Arsenal. Just besides his on the ball ability too, like in terms of just being that I'm not saying he's a complete midfielder, but being that midfielder for that Arsenal team. I think Zubamendi doesn't bring that for them, and we're gonna find out and all that type of stuff, but. He doesn't move me, bro. And I've watched a couple of his games here and there as well. Prior to him going to Arsenal too, because shout out to Eli on the Mud Brothers. He's a big fan of Zubamendi at one time, and I've watched a couple of games here and there. I just don't think and to Chinlu, I think he gets bullied in that midfield at times, going up against a physical midfield. And I think that's something that kind of did happen to him when he played us. It's crazy to say he got bullied by a Manchester United.
Man, saying he's lightweight, but is he technically good enough to bypass that? Does he have agility? I'm asking. I'm not watching. I ain't gonna lie.
We tried the same thing.
That's about it, but I don't.
We tried the same thing. Remember, we said the same. I'm gonna bring him up because that's my dog. Remember that shit we were saying about Sancho? Technically, he's good enough, but physically, he can't hold up without his boys with him.
You don't have the agility and the balance.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he press resistant? Steve, I know you watch him like that. What's he saying from a press resistant standpoint? Also trying
to bring in the WWE, these NBA players. That's why that man are getting linked with Sesko and that, bro.
He will never be able to cover the spaces that Partey was able to.
No, bro.
Defensively, it's not even close. Athletically, it's not even close. We all know what Arteta wants to do. He wants to kick the shit out of the ball until all the air is out. Like, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, bro. Man got rid of Jorginho and brought in No God, bro. Like bro, Jorginho is way better than No God.
If you're like, okay,
he's only like 5'9". He's smaller than me.
You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
He's 5'9".
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get bullied.
Oh yeah. This is the kiss of death. Ryan said Zubimendi is class. To be honest, he's an upgrade on Party. I don't think so. Yeah, you lot are in hell. Yeah, 100%. Without doubt. Yeah. You lot are in hell. I'll say.
If you want him to be the Jorginho replacement, I get that. If you want him to be a Partey replacement, that makes no sense.
Because the Zubimendi, I mean not Zubimendi, the Jorginho replacement, I think is No God.
Is No God, and No God's not better than No God's not better than Jorginho.
So I make that point to make this. I think Zubimendi is the Partey replacement.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what he's meant to be for them. Yeah, that's basically.
I'm saying he's hit and miss with because I don't want to judge him off one. Yes, he was bad against us, but it's only one game, and that's the only time I've actually sat down and watched him. So this is what it is.
But it's
just up against the midfield of Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, and you're telling me that you could not, facilitate anything for that Real Sociedad midfield.
That's what I'm saying, Flawless. Wait till he sees
that's what it is. Like I get it, it's just one game, Flawless. I get it, right? It's just one game.
Wait,
midfield. With that YN midfield in Aston Villa with Connor Rogers, Onana, fucking who else, whatever, Kamara got his braids twisted again. Watch. Go run his ass out of Birmingham.
Yeah, like I get it, it's just one game, Flawless, but then you would yes, it's our midfield and all that, but look at us, we're crying for midfielders right now. We think our midfield is shit. And
I'm just saying, I can't judge him off because if he was exceptional that game, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, what a midfielder. If he would have ran the show and they would have beat us, I would have been like, all right, you played well this game, but I need more than one game to say to give you a rating. So I can't say whether he's good or not. But to Eddie's point, the fact that if you got the Villa midfield with friggin' Onana and Kamara and Rogers.
How
could I forget, Flawless? Shout out to Steve. NWO.
Oh yeah, the NWO midfield, man. The Shield midfield, man. That Shield midfield, yo. Out there suplexing, man. You know what I'm saying? And that, like that's what it is.
Hey, Eddie, man, it's like when we were talking about the UFC stream. There's a bunch of Samoans out there, man. Like
a bunch of Samoans, bunch of heavy-hitting
Samoans out there, man. Like 350 pounds, 6'5". Like this is what I'm talking about.
Also ain't gonna win nothing, bro. Also ain't gonna win nothing, bro. Like also ain't gonna win nothing with that.
So I'm guessing from this, you might have saying Zubimendi could be a problem for them in that midfield. I mean, no. Zubimendi could be a problem in the Arsenal midfield for them.
I don't think it'll be his fault. It's a problem entirely. Yeah, it's just the composition.
The one thing because I don't care what none of them has Rice there.
Rice is a center back. Rice is their third center back. That boy ain't no midfielder.
Nope.
He ain't no midfielder.
Yeah, man like Tommy Fury, fam. You know what I mean? Man like Tommy Fury in midfield, fam. Like, man like Jack Fowler, Tommy Fury in midfield. Like.
We don't believe it.
That guy ain't doing nothing, bro. Bro, these men aren't doing nothing with Arteta, bro. Like, Arteta's like one of the most zestiest managers, bro. like you get it, man was talking about we're going to bring in a dog and we're going to call it win. We're going to bring a dog and we're going to call it win. We're going to squeeze plain lemon juices and that. You know what I mean? Pause and that. You know what I mean? Man was talking about lemon juices and them things there, bro.
I just come back from a break and what am I hearing, bro?
Yeah, Arteta was talking about
isn't Marino? Didn't Marino play for Sociedad?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
bro. You really created Sociedad like they said in the comments. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Beast, he's a decent striker though. I'll give him that. He's a decent striker.
Man side Kai Havertz here to play in midfield. Kai Havertz can't play in midfield. Neil from the in-betweeners, fam. That guy can't play.
Like Steve said, Kai Havertz forward line player, man. That's what it is, man.
We were talking about Eze. We were talking about Eze going to Arsenal, right? Let's just be honest. Where is Eze gonna play?
Left mid, left wing.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that does kind of make sense. But yeah, I was gonna refer to the midfield, bro. He's got no opportunity in that midfield. If Arteta tries to play him there, Arteta loves Odegaard way too much. He's club captain. Havertz is going to be in that
Yeah,
midfield
bro.
too. Somehow, some way or another, he's going to be there. Either he's going to, depending on who they sign as a striker, unless it's Sesko, then or if it's Gyökeres, I see Gyökeres starting. But if it's Sesko, I don't see Sesko starting right away. So Havertz could either be up front or be playing in that midfield. If they sign Gyökeres, then he's in that midfield. Havertz is going to play. Like I don't know if people realize this, but Havertz is going to be in that team.
I agree.
This guy's he's on 280K, and the way that like he's going to play. So Eze on the left, I like Eze as a player. I think he's good, but we'd have to see, man. We'd have to see.
But yeah, Sheik thoughts on the United stuff. I don't know what you want to talk
thoughts
about.
on United, bro. We're to Alam. We're a deeply unserious institution, bro. Like I don't know what to say anymore. What preseason starts in like a couple of weeks, and we're about to go with the same squad.
19th or something.
19th of July.
19th,
yeah, 19th of July preseason starts, and we're about to go into the same. We're about to go into a new season with the same team that got us 15th. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. We've signed one player so far. Like Chelsea just got João Pedro, and we've been dealing with Brentford for Mbeumo for a month now. Like it's literally been a month.
No,
and we haven't sold any players.
Yeah, it's like July
25th,
July 26th. Looking at
July 19th, I think we have a game in Sweden, something like that.
Oh, do we have a game in Sweden? Oh, so we don't start in the States; it starts in Sweden.
It starts in Sweden.
Yeah,
and then it's the summer series, Premier League summer series, and all that type of stuff. But yeah, man, I mean,
19th of July, we got them.
What's more to say, bro? Like 19th of July, do I think some of these players that I want gone are going to leave? Probably not. Probably not. And we're going to go into preseason with all these guys that we want gone, and the manager is going to get sacked this season, and it is what it is. This is the reality of it, man. We're a deeply unserious institution. If we finished 15th as a club, right? And we signed one player so far. Whereas it looks like other clubs are the ones who finished 15th with the way that they're doing their transfer business. And yeah, man, I just don't get it. I genuinely don't. I don't know what we're doing there. I don't know what they're doing in the 10-hour meetings. Like I told you last time, they're probably just drinking coffee and eating a bunch of donuts and just talking about life. Like, is that what's going on?
Yeah,
you go in there and just talk about life. Oh, I went here for vacation. Oh, I did this. Oh, you ever been to Ibiza? Like, stuff like this. Like, this is what they're talking about. I ain't doing no transfer.
Oh, we're going to win the league in 2028. We're going to win the league in 2028, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out about 2028, about winning the league. Well, why don't you do something about it now, bro? You get it, bro. About talking about 2028, bro. You get it, brother, talking about 2028, bro. I just don't want to see like what happened last preseason, because I remember watching last preseason, and our second team was better than our first team. Anyhow, our second team is better than our first team, brother. Like anyhow, our second team is better than our first team. Then, bro, yet again, we're going to be in for a long season, fam. I'm just letting you that. I'm just letting you that know. And if you, like Sheik said, and this is a Jamaican term, if you don't hear, you must feel, fam. And Amarim's going to get it, fam. Because I just don't want Ineos to sack this guy when we 13 or 14 games in, and then bring in a new manager. I don't want that situation to happen again, fam. I don't want that situation to happen again. Get
ready for them 400 interviews, bro. Get ready. Get ready, fam.
Yeah, so it's pretty much sums it up. Hey, Sheik, shout out your channel. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff. Gonna add the link into the title, Sheik TV on YouTube, people.
People. Sheik TV. I was supposed to do a fan call today, but I woke up really late, and I've been trying to just recover from sleep for the past week because I've been working a lot. But I'm back today. We have A-listers on Hassam's channel at 8 p.m. UK. And we have at 10 p.m. UK, we've got Mud Brothers. Eddie was there last time. He knows. We're doing an all-time Premier League draft today. And Flawless is also going to be there as a special guest as well. So pull up all-time Premier League 11 draft, where all the Mud Brothers will be picking their players. And at the end, we're going to be discussing our teams, this and that. We have some rules about super chats, where if you super chat, you can come through and drop a player or drop a name. And that panelist has to pick that player in their draft.
So you lot in the chat, hey, if anyone super chats any, dropping this in my team, I will find addresses. You know what I'm saying? I will pull up.
Oh man, you should have seen what I was out there doing. You should have seen what I was out there doing.
It's going to happen, Flawless. Now that you made that calling as well, it's going to happen.
I gave De Niro because De Niro, again, top 5 biggest criminals on YouTube by far.
Facts. Agreed.
I gave De Niro Martinelli on the left.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah. Shout out De Niro. That guy's funny, bro. Shout out De Niro. That guy's funny, bro.
I gave De Niro Kai Havertz, and then I gave Eli Martinelli off the right.
Off the right, not even the left. On the right, off the right.
Yeah, I was just to give you guys bounces. I was just on. Yeah.
Just to give you guys.
But where to choose, bro? Martinelli's better as a number 9, bro. He's a number 9, bro. Where to choose, fam? No, I'm saying
cold as a 9.
He's a cold number 9, man. No, I mean.
Yeah, but just for an example, I had my team was sabotaged from the jump, like absolutely sabotaged from the jump. I had Mount, Garnacho, and Højlund in my team, and you would think this was a Premier League draft. No, this was a World 11 draft, and I had those 3 in my team. A World 11 draft, and I had those 3 players in my team. Shout out to Prime. Prime didn't have a goalkeeper. He had to play an outfield. Oh, not Prime. Somebody else, I think. Eli didn't have a goalkeeper. He had to play Guardiola in goal. And Prime had Harry Maguire up front. So just these type of things, our Premier League draft, that's what we're going to be running today on My Brothers at 10 p.m. UK. And yeah, pull up, people. If you guys want to be here and sabotage our teams, pull up, man. Pull up. But yeah, shout out to you.
Why am I a bad guy? What did I do? I have no idea. What is this?
Here you go, man.
These are call me a bully, Who do I bully? You know what I'm saying? Nobody gets more abused here than me. Like, what we talking about? Like, what's wrong with you, lot? But I'm the bully.
Look at this gaslight.
Flawless gets played for everything. Flawless gets played for everything.
Yo, can you see it, man? I can play for everything.
Flawless gaslight, bro.
I'll tell you this, Flawless. I'll tell you this. When you pull up to the draft today at 10 p.m. UK, you're gonna find out who likes you and who doesn't. That's what you're gonna find out.
I'm already fully aware.
That's really true.
I hate you, Flawless. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk.
These man at the cheek to call me a bully, Look at this.
You're a bully, you're a gaslighter, you're a narcissist, you're all the above.
I'm a bully, I mean, nothing but nice to be.
Troops always kicks him off, bro. Troops always kicks him off when Flawless always says something about Tottenham, and Troops always kicks him off.
Like I say, they're European champions, and I'll kick me off. Like,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong, though.
I know. Like I said, if they were to go in for Mateo could sit down at the table and go, "I've won more than you lot in the last 5 years." Pay me a big break.
Pay me. Yeah, pay me. I want.
You know what I like about Flawless here? He will just kill people with questions. Like, he'll just pose simple questions, and just end people's careers.
And then he'll say,
tell me this. So what do you?
Don't know what you doing, man.
Yeah, bro. I like that. I like the tactics.
We seen you bringing out the firing squad, and you mad at us for asking why you bringing out the firing squad.
For real, man.
I'm just asking.
You don't need to do too much.
Here's what it is, Eddie. Here's what it is.
So tell me this, bro.
I tell you, look, this ain't even a secret. This is what happens. People will say daft statements or incorrect statements or emotional statements. So rather than telling them wrong, I'm like, all right, give me your working out. How did we get to this?
No, that's the best way, bro. I rate that.
That's what it is. I let them see it for themselves.
Now, when you ask a simple question to someone, it makes them question the whole existence of life.
Don't say that stuff.
Tell you, man, it's like that bar from...
be honest about it and say, all right, you know what? This is just what, like Eddie with the whole technical side of things. I know he prefers technical ballers. I know what that is. He lets it be known. Forget everything. Run me the technical ballers.
Flawless is good at making people look stupid.
Mando, hey, people make themselves look stupid. I just hold up the mirror. I was saying that's how they do.
But that's
and
the
then
tactic.
get mad for showing. Man, come on, man. This dude, man.
I just hold up the mirror.
Flawless master manipulator.
When he needs to cook, he'll cook, man.
He's like, why are you mad at me for holding up the mirror? You didn't know how ugly you are?
It's
See,
the
like,
slow,
yeah,
it's the slow
that's
knife
it.
that cuts the deepest.
He's
It's the
Kendrick,
slow
blood.
knife that cuts the deepest, man.
He's
And that's
Kendrick.
what I
that's
was
what
saying
it
the
is.
whole time. The
People
slow
told
knife.
me like,
That's it. He's
I want to
Kendrick.
know how you got here because we
Yeah.
all know you're wrong with that statement you've made. So let's figure out how you got here. Then let's do the working out.
Now remember, Flawless is a battle rapper, but he's a
Yes,
rapper.
father, but yeah, you
remember.
not being like you try to tell me 2 + 2 is 8. All right, well, how did you get to 8? That's what I
Flawless
want to
is
know.
loaded locks, blood.
How did we get here? That's where I'm at with it. How did we get here?
You
Oh,
actually
God.
remind me of loaded locks, but I can't lie.
Well, people, we're gonna close out. Love to everyone that's locked in again. Sheik
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
What time? Sheik?
10
What
p.m.
time?
UK. 10 p.m.
10 p.m. 10 p.m. UK time, people.
My
Sheik
brothers.
TV. The link's in the title, Mud Brothers. So make sure you get over there. I'll share it out across the socials on the playback. We won't be doing the Inter Milan Fluminense game, but Manchester City Al Hilal. Manchester City Al Hilal at 2 a.m. UK time, people. So that's tonight, 2 a.m.
No,
UK
that
time. So I'll
man's
probably go
sleeping.
live one day. So yeah, playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Hopefully City go out, Al Hilal dump them out, but it's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Check out the schedule. Know all the shows that are coming up here on the YouTube, all the shows that are coming up on the playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Club World Cup watch-alongs will not be here, people. They're all on the playback, people. They're all on the playback. It is, and to Chidley, who says flawless gegenpress is relentless. People, because you got people trying to play out from the back who can't play out from the back. Stop it. Stop it. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
See, like, you don't have the
You say that
facilities for
flawless. Manchester United, huh?
Yes, facts. Trying to play out from like Southampton, trying to play out from the back this season, just gone. Stop it, man.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing? You don't have this. People who have the like a Lewis, for example, facilities for that. There's certain others, no. If you're Ryan, absolutely not. No, you need to be kicking it long every time.
Yeah,
and hope for the best.
We're trying to play a high press. We're trying to play a high press. You're holding.
Am I lying?
Bro, we're trying to play a high press with Hoyland and going natural, bro. Hoyland going natural, we're trying to play a high press with them.
Oh,
I'm not lying, am I done? There we go then.
You ain't lying, cuz.
It ain't even a straight. It's just the actual facts of the matter. But yeah, like that's what it is. But yeah, also audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, you'll get this show. Audio for shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling show, and the gaming content, people. All of these available.
Jeez.
So if you're on Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow 5-stars. All you iPhone users, same with iTunes, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to podcasts as well. So we are going to close out, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Sunshine's live right now, so we're going to redirect over to her. So put Sarcasm City TV Raid in her chat, people. Sarcasm City TV Raid in the chat. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.